Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of the TV is Our Real Mom podcast. I am your host, Dave.
I'm also your host, Catie.
And we have a very special edition of the podcast in store for you today. We'll be doing, God, what do you call this, Catie? It's like a fantasy role-playing scenario of sorts, I guess.
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
So basically what we're doing is we are casting the season of Lost. Well, basically it's
Survivor.
It's Survivor, Lost Island, heroes versus healers versus hustlers.
Heroes, healers, hustlers.
In honor
it's
of
starting to roll more naturally off the tongue than I thought it would.
Yeah, it just sounded really stupid. Like when you first heard it, you're like, they're really pushing this 3-tribe format thing, but it does work pretty well.
It still sounds stupid, but I'm just getting used to saying it, I guess.
I mean, any way you can come up with splitting up them into 3 tribes, that's all you're really looking for. Just a way of putting them in buckets.
I feel like it's all just a different way to do brains, bronze, beauty. I mean, they're all kind of the same.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, in honor of the upcoming season of Survivor, we thought it would be fun to do this, play this out, see how we would cast the characters of Lost into this season of Survivor, and kind of do a little bit of a role playing to see who would actually come out on top of this season. And real quick disclaimer, we got this idea from somewhere else, obviously. We want to just give credit where credit's due to Rob Has a Podcast. Josh Wigler and Rob recently did this.
No, it was Gordon Holmes and Rob.
Oh, I swear Josh was on there. It was all three of them.
Oh, sorry. Okay, there were 2 podcasts they did recently. One was Game of Thrones and one was All-Star Heroes, Healers, Hustlers. But they were both Heroes, Healers, Hustlers.
Yeah, no, Wigler was on the Game of Thrones one. That's
you're right.
That's the one that's closest to what we're doing here today.
Yes.
Just want to say that we got the idea from them, obviously. We'll probably do it very similar to the same way they do it.
Except worse.
Except worse, yeah, because we haven't practiced this at all. We have no idea how this works. We just thought the whole concept, since we love Survivor, just sounded fun to us, and we wanted to do this for fun, like playing a game, so
I think it's a good way to finally do that Lost podcast we've talked about for 5 years or however long we've been doing the show. So now we can combine the two,
right? And we feel like those guys don't own the rights to Survivor or Lost or anything like that,
basically. Almost.
But they did kind of come up with this idea of role-playing Survivor season, so we want to give credit to them. But really, we're just having fun. I mean, we're not going to get anything from this, so it's like
no, it's just for our own amusement.
It's for our own amusement, and if you enjoy it, that's awesome. But yeah, so basically, how it works is Catie and I are going to discuss how we cast the tribes. Who should be in what. 3 tribes of 6: heroes, healers, hustlers. Mm-hmm. And we agree on a cast, and then we start to sort of role play our way through the game, using a random number generator to decide who wins challenges, like which tribe wins or which person wins, which is actually a little different than reality, obviously, because in reality there's going to be people who are more likely to win certain challenges, but in a sense it really is all random too.
Yeah, we're giving luck a much heavier hand in this version than the real one, but it's okay because this is fantasy and it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So I think that's enough of a setup. And I guess one more thing, we are improvising all of this. So we have no idea what we're doing. This could go terribly, but we just wanted to try it. So let's go.
Here we go.
All right. Let's start with the tribe at the top. Heroes, the Heroes tribe. Who do you got? Do you want to give the first nomination for a hero on the Heroes tribe?
Yeah, so just so everyone, and in case anyone's questioning, we are doing 3 guys, 3 girls, and So I guess I'll start with a guy who's my favorite Lost character of all time, and that is Mr. Desmond Hume.
Nice, Desmond Hume. I definitely had him on my list. He wasn't
of heroes.
Of heroes, yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't one of the ones I think I settled on for my final list. Sort of had a. I need to pull up my list. Actually, I'm not quite ready, I guess.
Jeez.
Actually, yeah, I have him with a question mark, sort of, but between like, I guess I never really settled on a final list because I have sort of 3 question marks. There's only one guy on this list I know for sure that makes sense to me, but yeah.
But how could you question the heroicism of one Mr. Desmond Hume? First of all, he's in the military, so he's got that going for him. Then second of all, he's basically just a heroic person. So
right. The only reason I put the question mark with him was because literally you can only cast 3 guys. So it's like, who do you? It's like flexing these guys around, you know.
It's weird. I started casting my heroes list, and then suddenly I realized half of them belonged somewhere else, so I had to like completely redo the thing. So
right, and that might be a good time to say like what constitutes a hero. Are you going with the? Are you putting any credence? You mentioned he's a military guy. Like, is that what it means? Like,
no, of course not. Like, you're not just automatically a hero just because you were in the military. In fact, Desmond's time in the military was kind of cowardly, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
But in a sense, you could put so many characters on Lost as heroes. You could put so many of them on there, and I was tended to look more at professions and maybe like if I was really reaching, really stretching, like one insanely heroic act maybe on the show, but like, you know, I was really basically looking at backgrounds. And
okay. Yeah, I guess it is good to talk about this stuff because now I'm also wondering like how does like history play into this? Like Desmond, are we looking at Desmond's actions on the show as if like, let's say like they all came back to life and everything that happened on the island happened and now they're playing Survivor? Like, do they have their previous experiences, or is it like, are they clean slates, or like, how does that
happen? I mean, I think you can't discount their storylines on the show. I mean, even though they're wrapped up.
Right. It wouldn't be fun to do this if we couldn't bring up things that happened on the show, right?
Yeah, exactly. That would be like...
Right. So let's kind of look at this like they have their experiences from the show, but it's at the same time, it's sort of like a clean slate. They're all brought back to life. They're all just in this sort of like sideways reality playing.
This is Sideways Survivor.
This is Sideways Survivor. Yep, there we go.
I can't think of any other purgatory I'd want to be in.
Right. So we'll call it Lost or Survivor Sideways Island, maybe.
Maybe. Then they might get confused with the movie about wine, which I also love.
Okay.
All right, you pick somebody.
I will throw out. I really like Desmond, especially now that you mentioned the military background. I think he's almost a lock. So
he's a lock.
Yeah.
Not John Locke.
Throw out Ana Lucia.
Oh, she was on my list.
Boom. Just, I mean, the way Survivor is casting heroes, they are looking at things like police officers and military. Am I mistaken here? I'm not super familiar with the cast, but it seems like.
Look no further than Sarah Lucina. That almost sounds like Ana Lucia. So yeah, I think you're.
What, Sarah Lucina's playing this season or what?
No, I'm just saying she's a cop, and it sounds like Ana Lucia. It's like.
Oh, okay.
Something.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
No, I think that's a perfect fit.
Yeah, Ana Lucia.
And she's gonna provide some sassy commentary, or confessionals, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, she's going to be a big character on the show, possibly a villain. So we gotta have those. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I think that's a no-brainer for Heroes Female.
Man, now that I'm looking at my heroes list, I feel like this is the one I had the most trouble with.
Yeah. The only reason I'm a little concerned is because there's one guy I want on the show, but I don't know where else to put him other than the heroes list, but I don't know if he belongs there. So anyways, I'll let you do your thing.
So I'll pick a girl this time. Okay, so I have Rose.
Oh, Rose. Okay.
And I'm not really sure why, because she was like heroically facing cancer and knowing she might not survive it by, telling Bernard to stop looking for an answer. But I don't remember her profession, and I don't know that she did anything incredibly heroic besides like just help individual people, like be there for people like Charlie when they needed a shoulder to cry on, that sort of thing. So I don't know. I mean, the ones I have left are all a stretch. So
okay.
So I mean, we can put her down there. I guess we don't have to pick right away.
Yeah, we can put her down. My only beef with that pick is that with my fancy little board here I'm setting up with pictures and stuff, I don't have a picture of Rose yet. I could remedy that. I could remedy that pretty quick, but I totally forgot about Rose. But yeah, let's not let that affect the list. So I'll put her in the let's put her in the maybe pile for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I will go ahead and pick Charlie.
Oh, he was on my list too.
Perfect. So he's a lock.
Okay,
Probably.
So are you just basing this on the Not Penny's boat scene? Is that it?
I mean, honestly, I had Charlie on the list before I remembered that scene, because Charlie is sort of like a protagonist through and through. He's somebody everyone rooted for. He's a hero from a story perspective. And sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, when he was making his greatest hits list of the greatest things that have happened to him, wasn't one of the top things when the lady that he saved her purse, saved her from getting beat up or whatever, and didn't she call him a hero?
Holy shit. Wow. Deep cut, Catie. Nice.
I just remember that, so I think that solidifies his spot on the Heroes Tribe.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, just it was
Nadia. Wait, sorry. I just remember that it was Nadia.
It was actually Nadia. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, just the sacrifice he made, with the Not Penny's boat thing, letting them know, dying in the Pearl. Is that where I can't remember.
The Looking Glass.
The Looking Glass. Yeah, there you go. His sacrifice makes me a hero. So I think he's a no-brainer for the Heroes Tribe.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not traditional in the sense that his job or whatever, he wasn't a hero when he got on the island, but he ended up a hero.
For sure. All right, you go ahead and make a pick.
Okay, well, the last guy I have on my list is Hurley.
Yeah, he was on mine as well.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Yes, he's a no-brainer to me. What makes Hugo a hero, though? Can we quantify that?
Hero. He always seemed to be more concerned with the well-being of others rather than himself.
Right. He's everybody's friend.
He just wanted everybody to have a good time, man.
Yeah, he's just looking out for everybody, and ultimately becomes the ultimate hero, the protector of the island, which is
he gives up. I don't remember if he could have gone back, or no, he does go back to the mainland, so he could have had a life back on Earth or wherever, at home, not on the island.
Not in the Sideways world.
But he decided to stay, on the island and protect it. That's pretty heroic.
Definitely. I think that's a no-brainer. So are we down to... So you threw out Rose. I'm still skeptical on that one. But I'll see who else.
I was really reaching here, man.
What about Sun for a hero?
I have her somewhere else, though.
So you have her in the healers? Maybe?
Yeah, dude, she can work wonders with eucalyptus.
Yeah, like plant medicine.
Damn it, spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to do that as we're starting to have crossover here.
Okay.
We're gonna have to look ahead a little bit. But Sun, I had her in the heroes because I came up with 3 other people in the healers tribe. But you know what? One of my
she's
healers.
Not a hero. I refuse to call her a hero.
Okay.
Explain to me how she's a hero.
I don't really have much
She was cheating on her husband. She left her child an orphan. All she cared about was getting back to her husband. She didn't care about saving the others and the time traveling hell that they were caught in. She was kind of terrible.
Yeah, Sun has hustler's potential then as well.
She's got more potential for the other two than she does as a hero.
Right, that's a really good point. For me, I guess with the women, because like so many shows, and we've talked about this on the podcast, it's like there's always women are so much less represented in these TV shows, so it's always difficult. So I sort of had the women characters I would like to see on the show, and I sort of tried to fit them into the slots. So I think that's how Sun ended up here for me. But so looking at my list for healers, then I actually have Claire there, which isn't necessarily, I have no explanation for that either. So maybe I can throw out Claire as a hero instead. I don't know.
Okay, we can put her in the maybe pile.
Right.
If you can give me justification for her being a hero. Charlie.
I mean, she took
You really want Charlie, Hurley, and Claire on the same tribe?
That's my concern, is more Charlie and Claire on the same tribe, and that's probably why I've tried to move Sun and Claire around a little bit. But yeah, you make a good point.
Let me throw a name at you and see how it grabs you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Eloise Hawking.
I had her in a potential healer role, but I don't know. Why hero?
Okay, we can talk about that, but the only reason I have her as a hero is because she lived her entire life, gave birth to her son, knowing exactly what his fate was going to be, and still selflessly following through with it and making sure it happened.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good argument.
That's the only argument I have.
It's good. It's better than anything I got for her. So let me see. What about Charlotte?
Charlotte? Okay. I don't have her anywhere. This might be the best spot for her, but what is the reasoning? Because she's kind of like Indiana Jones?
Yeah, let's talk about, she's like an archaeologist, and that's a really good argument right there. You could make the Indiana Jones comparison.
It belongs in a museum. Hey, I've worked with archaeologists. They're not all heroes, let me tell you.
What about, like, wasn't she told something about how she was going to die on the island or something? What's the storyline behind that? Like, didn't Faraday tell her?
She kept trying to get back because Faraday scared her when she was a little girl. She was born on the island, or at least was living there as a little girl. And then when the incident happened, Faraday told her to leave and scared the crap out of her. And she still went back.
So that makes her brave, right? Kind of a hero in that sense.
Yeah. Or does it make her foolish? You really need a dumb hero on the heroes tribes, because look at Survivor Heroes villains. Like, those people were buffoons.
Yeah.
So you need someone like that for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I kind of like Charlotte here. I'm starting to lean towards, if you want to start thinking about locking it in.
Okay.
I'm starting to think our best look here is Rose and Charlotte.
Rose and Charlotte. Okay.
And just leave Claire out of it. As much as she's like a huge character on the show, I don't know if we have a spot for her. So
yeah, that was kind of my thought in making this list. And also, I've never been a Claire fan.
I mean,
so my bias was showing there. But
I mean, who's a Claire fan, really? I mean,
Harley, but he's fictional. Aaron's
a Claire fan. Yep. For good reason.
Yeah, okay. So are we looking at, Desmond, Charlie, Hurley. Ooh, they're buddies, but oh well. And then Ana Lucia, Rose, and Charlotte as our heroes.
Yeah.
Lock it in. Seems like a solid tribe.
Yeah, if I had a bell like Rob, I would ding the bell right now.
I think we're already pulling a little bit too much from that. I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying now would be the time to do it.
Lock it in.
If there was ever a time that I wanted to do it, now is the time.
Okay.
All right, so I have a little board here. Let me see if I can.
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can switch over. Let's see if this works. I'm just curious.
Show me the board.
Tell me if this works. Can you see it?
I see blackness. I see darkness. There it is. Okay, Ana Lucia, Desmond, Rose. Oh, those are good pictures.
Well, yeah, I guess I have to be talking for you to see it, so I'm talking now so that you can see it. What do you think? Looking good? Looking good over there?
That looks awesome. Love it.
Okay, sweet. So that's our Heroes Tribe. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere.
That's a tribe, man.
I'm going to switch off of it. Hopefully everything works. Okay, I'm back.
Booyakasha.
Okay, so we're on to the healers. There's a no-brainer on this tribe, right?
There's a few no-brainers on this tribe.
Well, I mean, so you got to put Jack on.
Yeah, he's number one.
Numero uno. Healers is where he belongs. So boom,
his whole shtick on the show is he needs to heal.
Right. He needs to fix things. That's his story.
That's his MO, for better or for worse.
Right. So Jack, definitely, he's a surgeon, obviously. What is he, a neurosurgeon? He operates
spinal surgeon,
which is kind of like a neurosurgeon. Just
either way, something most humans can't do.
Right. So he is definitely a healer, no question about it.
Not one question. He's more of a healer than any character I've ever seen on TV.
You could make an argument that he belongs in the Heroes Tribe because he's the hero of the show, but I mean, it's just too easy.
There's nowhere he belongs more, and he acts like a dick sometimes, so a little less heroic than others.
Right.
In fact, he's a dick for about 4.5 seasons of the whole show.
4.5 out of 6. Yeah, that's a good run.
Pretty big asshole. Sorry. Okay, so you have Jack. My turn.
Yep, your turn.
Okay, I have the next obvious one, and that's Juliet.
Yeah, I think you got to have Juliet here.
You got to have Jules on the team.
So Juliet is what does she do again? She's some sort of fertility doctor. Yeah, that's right. And she is brought to the island to help cure babies dying, or
to see why the women on the island can't have babies.
Right. Yeah.
And she helps her sister, who's been through cancer, have a baby, and so she's pretty selfless. That's why I almost put her on the Heroes Tribe. I had both Jack and Juliet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my list, Jack, Juliet, and then I was like, wait a minute, they're both doctors, so that shook things up real fast.
Yep. So yeah, that's another no-brainer. I don't think we need to explain that much farther.
No, the other ones are gonna warrant some more explanation.
Right. I think I started reaching after this. Well, no. Okay.
I have a couple I'm confident with.
Yeah, my next one's not too bad. I think you probably have her too. Do you have Libby?
Nope.
Oh, damn. Okay.
How is she a healer?
She's a psychologist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But is she, though?
Yeah, she is. She only went crazy because...
They never said why she went crazy.
They never really said why she went crazy. Yeah, but yeah, she's not really crazy. That's my point. She is.
What was that?
I don't remember. I mean, that'll be like a question that we can do.
If you want to beat the drum of Lost, didn't know what it was doing. I mean,
Libby.
There's a shining example.
Libby and Walt, right? I mean, those are the two big ones. But yeah, I like the Libby pick. Let's see what else you got.
I forgot she was a psychologist. Yeah, good call.
She's a psychologist.
It's fine. That's good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have Bernard. He's a dentist.
Bernard. I had totally forgotten about Bernard too. I'm gonna have to go get a picture of him.
How could you forget both Rose and Bernard?
I don't know. I don't know how I forgot about them. They're boring.
Well, when they found each other, it was so cute, though. They have their own episode.
I mean, their story is actually, very heartwarming, and I'm glad it's a part of the Lost story. But
it's a little too wholesome for this show.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go ahead and grab a picture of Bernard. He's a dentist.
He's from North Dakota, that actor. Did you know that?
What part?
Wahpeton.
Wahpeton. Wow. How do you suppose do you think he got started when he was younger or when he was older?
Well, we've been seeing him and stuff since he was, since like the 80s.
Oh yeah, didn't he show up in the The Stand?
He might have. He was
Yeah.
in Forrest Gump. He was in an episode of The Golden Girls. So lots of stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm open to it. There's a lot of guys, there's a embarrassment of riches with the guys. So it's like, do we want to take up a spot with Bernard? Maybe.
Well, just throw him out there for now. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm skeptical on Bernard, but we'll put him in.
You're not skeptical of the psychologist who herself was a patient in a psych ward? Not doing a very good job of healing.
It's like I said, Catie, there's an embarrassment of riches with the guys, not with the women.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually had Libby somewhere else, but...
Oh, you did? As a hustler, huh? Okay.
I guess that's the only other option, isn't it?
It's somewhere else. Oh,
ooh, where is it?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So you threw out a guy, I threw out a girl a bit ago. So why don't I throw out... All right, so I got a few question mark guys here, but they're all guys I want on the season, At least two of them are.
I have a big one, yeah.
So that's why I questioned Bernard a little bit, but
okay.
Shit. I don't know where to here's the thing. I don't know where to put Saeed. I want Saeed on the show.
Oh, I don't have Saeed anywhere.
Like, can we stretch him and say with his military background he can heal like I know he heals Charlie's head with a gun, some gunpowder and like clothes.
He's the opposite of a healer. He tortures people.
Yeah. Okay. So no Saeed in this show?
I mean, I don't know where you're going to put him.
Yeah, that's too bad. He could go in Heroes because he also has military background. But,
oh, yeah. Oh, my God. How could I forget that?
Would you want to take out Hugo or Charlie for Saeed?
I think what threw me is he was a torturer in the military, and I was uncomfortable putting that as a hero, but they're still doing their duty, So, and he obviously didn't want to at first. Gosh, if you put...
That's a toughie, man.
Saeed on that tribe, though, instead of Hurley, I mean, they're stacked.
Like as far as...
except for Rose, I guess.
Well, what if you replace Charlie then?
But Charlie was called a hero on the... I don't know. I think we got to put Saeed aside and really debate where we want to put him, if anywhere.
Right. Okay. That's fair. I'm a little disappointed, but...
I think I ran into the same thing. Yeah. I love Saeed, and I wanted him somewhere, but...
Yeah, while we're on that topic, and maybe you have this guy in Hustlers, or maybe Healers. Maybe I should hold off. I should hold off a second. I'll try to hold that.
Do you want me to offer up somebody then?
Yeah, go ahead.
John Locke as a healer.
That is the guy I was going to bring up. I had him in Heroes.
I think he needs to go on Healers.
Because he healed himself, or the island healed him? Makes him a healer?
Well, and also when he was first there, it was just that seemed to be his goal. And like he healed Charlie of his heroin addiction. Kind of. He helped him. He told him the story about the moth and all that and kept his drugs from him.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't have Saeed, I want John Locke. So let's make John Locke a literal John Locke for the healers.
Oh boy, him and Jack on the same tribe though.
That's what I was thinking, but that's exactly that's what
good
CBS casting. Yeah, CBS casting would want that.
They would. So, you're right. Okay.
Where is my Locke picture? I wanna get that in there so I can lock him in. Gotta stop that. Okay.
Stop that.
Stop that. All right, I got him in. Locke's a lock.
He is a lock. Excellent.
All right, this is starting to look pretty good here.
We need another lady. You know who I have? I actually have two more, but I'm really better with Sun being there. But we've already talked about
that. I like Juliet and Libby, so I say I'm going to agree with Sun for my vote, but I'm curious to hear who else you had.
The other person I had was Penny.
Okay.
Because just hearing her voice kind of healed the whole time travel disease that Desmond had, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
A bit of a stretch, but
that's a stretch.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like Penny.
Yeah, I like Penny, but I think Sun
Sun is good. I mean,
Sun's
we're
gonna work
probably.
really well here.
I don't have Jin anywhere, so we gotta have one of them somewhere.
Right. It just makes sense. So it looks like we're just missing a guy.
Oh yeah, you vetoed Bernard, even though he's a dentist.
I didn't know. I mean, I'm still open to it.
Do you have anybody else?
But we do have Rose on the show now, so we don't need Bernard, you know.
Yeah, okay. But who else do you have?
For guys?
Yeah.
I have one that kind of makes sense, and then one that's a reach. I just want him on the show.
Okay, let's hear the one that makes sense.
The one that makes sense is Ethan, because Ethan's a doctor.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Ethan.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know how that's gonna go, but okay.
Could be interesting, and it actually makes sense. So if you want to stick to the logic, like who's actually a healer, Ethan is a really good. Good pick.
You're right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other suggestions?
I mean, I wanted to have Richard somewhere on this list.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
But I still don't really know like what his job was and what he did. So, and you could say like being ageless is a way of healing yourself, but that's a really big stretch. So that was the only other person I was wavering on.
Right. That reminds me of two healers I had then.
Okay.
Because I also had Jacob.
Yeah, I tried to fit him somewhere, but I didn't want this like enigmatic otherworldly being, you know. Let's stick with humans. I don't know if he's a human, but
well, yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about real quick is Jacob was just a man at one point, and then the island made him the protector. Same way Hugo became the protector, and Jack was even the protector for a very short time.
Mm-hmm.
So he is technically human, but he isn't really a healer until he has the island's powers. So I kind of agree, like maybe we should just leave him off of the list.
Supernatural stuff off of it.
Yeah,
because if you think about it, if he's the island, that's not it, right?
Yeah, he's not the island. I mean,
yeah, you're right. Okay, forget it. Yeah.
Okay, so one more guy that was a reach. Just want him on the show, but don't know if it fits. Daniel Faraday.
Oh, I want him on the show too, but I couldn't think of where to put him.
Healers, maybe because he's like a scientist and he could do sciencey healing things, but maybe how he helps Desmond with his affliction.
I mean, if you're gonna say Penny's not eligible, though.
Same kind of reach, yeah. Honestly, I'm leaning towards Ethan. What do you think?
I'm leaning towards Ethan too, just because you gotta have some of those weirdos in there.
Yeah, it's a weird one, and he's a doctor, so it's like...
Yeah, otherwise we've got kind of... And, you know, Charlie killed him. Wait, he's on a different tribe. But still, like, Jack captured him and stuff, so there's going to be some tension there for sure.
Right on. Well, I think we have our healers tribe. Do you want to see it on the board?
I do.
All right, here it is. Take a look.
That's a good-looking tribe.
Yep. So we got Jack, Juliet, Libby, John Locke, Sun, and Ethan.
All right. That's a pretty good tribe.
It's really coming together.
It's really coming together.
All right. I'm going to switch back. I'm back. All right.
Hustlers. I think this is my favorite tribe.
I mean, who doesn't love a hustler? You know?
I wonder if that means it's going to be my favorite tribe on the show.
Yeah, I wonder if
Survivor,
that means... Oh, I was going to say, I wonder if that means we're going to favor them in our how this plays out.
Well, that's why you pick a random number generator, and you can't just pick who you want to win.
But we still ultimately have a lot of impact on what happens because we make up what happens. So
that's true. We do. Yeah. Okay.
That real quick, while we're on that topic, with vote outs, we basically determine that based on what's been happening in the show, right? Not like random number generator for who gets voted out, right?
In our fictional version of the show?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we decide who...
We'll pick the vote outs.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Fine.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's do Hustlers.
Okay.
Do you want to start with the obvious one? Or
I feel
should
like there's two obvious ones.
Yeah, there are two, and they're both guys, right?
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay. No, I got the guy and the girl. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
All right, I'm gonna go with the girl then. Obviously, Kate is a hustler, so.
Yeah. You want to give quick reasons why?
I mean, she's like on the run from the law. She's assumed multiple identities. She's married some guy under a false identity. She's escaped. She killed her stepdad and didn't get caught for like years. She is able to sneak, things away from people on the island and play ruses on them just to get her dumb toy airplane from the briefcase or whatever.
Yeah,
there's other examples.
Yeah, she was pulling the same shit on the island with everybody that she did off the island. So
yeah,
she hustled the whole time.
She ran. Yeah. So like hustled that way too. Like she's always running away. So,
she's a hustler.
I mean, she's one of the biggest hustlers on the show.
Yeah, and that reminds me, clarification quick on what a hustler is, because I was noticing in Survivor, the upcoming season, aren't they looking at hustler as more of somebody who works really hard? Like,
that's kind of nonsense in my opinion. Like they're really stretching it.
Right. I mean, you have an opportunity here to look at people who are more like hustlers in the sense like I play poker or something like that. Like that's way more interesting in the context of Survivor, right?
I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking a hustler is not somebody who just slaves away. A hustler is somebody who uses their intelligence to get ahead. Right. And if that means taking advantage of other people's non-intelligence, then so be it.
Right. Because, if you look at hustlers in that context as someone who works really hard, you basically have two blue-collar tribes. And we don't want dumb. That. We don't want that. So, I'm obviously...
drop that, Jeff Probst.
So I'm really glad you're on the same page as me that we're looking at hustlers as being people who, like, sneaky bastards who work angles and shit like that.
And come out ahead. Like, they have a bellhop on the new season of Survivor who's supposedly a hustler. In my mind, for him to qualify as a hustler, he's got to be that kind of guy that, like, really kisses butt to the people he's bellhopping for and gets that extra money.
Right.
Doesn't mean he just bellhops twice as much and twice as hard as everybody else.
Right. That doesn't work for me. Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
So that's why Kate's a hustler.
And in the same, vein, gotta have Sawyer on this list.
No brainer.
No brainer.
It's a no brainer.
That is a no brainer.
He is the developer, or at least the perfecter, that's not a word, of the long con. He was that episode introduced me to the idea of a long con. So if that's not a hustler.
You never knew what a long con was before that.
I'm a very innocent person. A big con. That's what his girlfriend called it.
You gonna do a big con?
I want to do a big one.
Oh yeah, a big one. Yeah.
I want to do a big one.
It's like it's called a long con.
That's right.
Yes, I mean Sawyer's a no-brainer. What else do we have to say? He's a con man. He's a con artist.
Yeah, he's perfect. It's fine. He doesn't belong anywhere else.
And
this is where he belongs.
Once again, just like Kate, does the same shit on the island he does off the island. He's a hustler.
Even like he does it seemingly just to tell himself that he's not a good person just because he's been bonding with people and helping them on the island. Like he reverts back to this behavior just to get away from like maybe being a hero or a healer.
Yeah, he's like, I need to remind myself that I'm a terrible person.
I'm a hustler. I'm nothing else.
Right. I'm a hustler, baby.
That's him.
All right. Your turn.
Okay. Should I pick a guy?
Whoever
you apparently think there's another obvious guy. I don't know. I struggled.
I think there is. I think
Ben?
Yeah, that to me is like an obvious hustler. If we're looking at it in this context.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, here's another...
No, after I thought about it for a second, I was like, oh, yeah, Ben.
Yeah, this is another long con type guy. A guy who he's
way longer than Sawyer's long con.
Yeah, he's manipulating people constantly. Like, that's what he does.
Yep.
Right. So, Anything else to say about him?
No, I guess. I mean, there's so much you could say about Ben, but that I don't want to say anything.
Right. He pretends to be, what's the name of the guy from Minnesota? Like that he starts out at, his name
Henry
is
Gale.
Henry Gale. Like he pretends to be Henry Gale just to sort of gather information. Like
Yeah, he puts himself at great risk just to gather that information.
Don't they even injure him when they drop him in the tree with the parachute or whatever? Like he gets himself injured just so he can play the part of like, I crashed my plane. And
he is willing to be a prisoner knowing fully well what Saeed is capable of.
Yeah, and that's just starting from the beginning. I feel like if we started going farther into the season, we're totally forgetting about the terrible, terrible things he does.
Think how much he hustled just to make, get in with the others. He killed the entire Dharma initiative just to like hustle his way into a power position with the others. And so that's a hustler.
Now that's a hustle.
That's taking hustling to a dark place. But that's Ben Linus.
Right on. Okay. So that was your pick, right?
That was my pick.
Yeah, so this is where things start getting a little sketchy. I'm a little more comfortable throwing out another guy. I don't really know how I feel about the girls on my list.
I've got a pretty good girl, but you threw out your guy.
I think I know the girl you're going to pick. She is decent, but I'll leave her to you.
Okay.
So I'm torn between two guys here, and the first one I'm going to throw out is Miles the Ghost Hunter.
Yeah, I had Miles too.
Nice.
I don't see how he's not a hustler. He's a solid pick. You're going to have a super quippy tribe with Sawyer, Ben, and Miles all together on the same tribe.
Yeah, it might be a little too much.
The confessionals are going to be buzzing. So I don't know why you wouldn't pick Miles, to be honest.
Right. It's a pretty good pick. But put him in the maybe pile for now. Put him in the probably pile.
I don't know who else we're going to have, but okay. The girl that I have then is Shannon.
That was who I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah. So she actually hustles Boone for money. And then she gets left, but still it was a hustle. She has apparently done it many times before. She hustles Charlie to get his
peanut
sunscreen?
Butter?
Oh, no, that's Claire. Anyway. So I think she's a pretty solid hustler.
Oh yeah, I got Shannon as a lock for sure.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess I will throw out a maybe for the girls. I'm not super confident about this one, but I'll just throw it out there. How about Danielle Rousseau?
Hey, yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think of that.
I don't really know why, but I feel like maybe she could fit into this category. Maybe you could help me explain
just
myself.
To stay alive on that island for as long as she did, and to not get killed by the others or whatever by the others. I'm still unclear.
Yeah, so we could stretch it to fit into the hardworking aspect of it, I guess, or like.
I guess we might as well throw Jeff Probst a bone here.
Yeah. She hustles to survive kind of thing. Yeah, she kind of lives, I guess she lives like a feral person.
Yeah.
And, it's like being on Alone, the show, surviving out in the wilderness. It takes a lot of hustle to do that.
Yeah.
So I feel okay with that pick if we can't come up with anything better. So
that's a good pick. I like that pick.
Happy to hear anyone else you might have had in that list, though.
I didn't have anybody. The only other person I had was Libby. And
right, okay.
She's better as a healer.
So yeah, Danielle Rousseau might have to do. Do you have any honorable mention guys or guys you want to throw into the ring?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. I mean, you could maybe say the Man in Black because of the loophole he created to get Jacob there.
No, I really like Man in Black as a hustler, but
We're not going to allow Jacob, so why allow him?
yeah, he has the ultimate long con. Like it's the
Yes.
biggest. It's like a 400-year long con
It's the
or whatever.
longest con.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I'd love to have him here, but yeah, I think we're gonna leave Jacob, Richard Alpert, and Man in Black off the list.
I mean, you have to have a name. If you don't have a name, what are we going to write on the parchment to vote your ass out of here?
MIB.
I guess they've written stupider things on Survivor, so.
Yeah. Or Esau. Maybe write Esau on there.
That's not who it is.
My other suggestion was maybe Echo.
Oh my God, I forgot about Echo.
Because Mr.
He was
Echo,
a hustler.
yeah, he was like a drug lord and all this shit. So
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
that's good.
It's pretty good. So I would say you got to look at Miles or Echo and be like,
I hate to get rid of Miles, but I kind of think Mr. Echo maybe.
because we already have Sawyer is kind of like very similar to Miles.
I feel like.
Echo's different. Echo adds some different flavor to this.
Yeah.
And so I'm afraid we have to take Miles off the board. However, it's disappointing to have to do that.
That's upsetting to me.
I know. Like he might be the
Miles
toughest
has
one.
always been like one of my favorite characters in that whole show. That whole what do you call them? The Freighter 4. I love those people. They were so good.
Right. I mean, they did a really good job in Lost of bringing in some fresh characters that were actually likable, like towards the end of the show too. Like to be able to
those season 6 characters were
Yeah, I mean, but I think they treated them as what they were, like they knew these people were going to be killed off immediately or they
my
were
God,
just...
remember that one bitch? What the hell was her name? I blocked her from my memory and now I remember how much I hated her.
Ilana?
No.
Oh,
with the glasses and the
Tina Fey.
What the hell was her name?
I don't
God, she was the worst.
Tina Fey.
She's not on this show.
Yeah. What about Kimi? Kimi for the heroes.
Kimi is pretty much the opposite of a hero. You could say he's a Marine or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if we focus on the military stuff, he's in. But, yeah.
No, he shot Ben's daughter in the head. That's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Not a heroic thing to do.
Okay, so there it is. I was gonna say I'm missing a chick. I'm missing a woman here, but
Shannon and Danielle Rousseau.
Danielle Rousseau. I got her now. So.
Okay.
Let's see. And do you agree? Miles out, Echo in.
I would love to have Miles and Echo, but I can't justify getting rid of Sawyer and Ben. I mean, they're the epitome of hustlers. So
yeah, I kind of agree.
Throw Echo in there. He got the shaft in his storylines. So at least Miles made it off the island.
Right. I would maybe consider Echo in, Ben out. Maybe
Echo, Miles, Sawyer.
Yeah, I still feel like
that'd be so good at Survivor. Maybe it's just unfair to put him in.
Yeah, but I just feel like, Miles and Sawyer are just too much of the same. Like,
no, you're right. Like they were even cop detective buddies because they're such a good team.
Right, they were buddy.
It's kind of unfair to put them together.
Yeah, you'd have an instant alliance for sure.
Yeah.
Right there. So
okay, let's throw Echo in there. He doesn't have a lot of connections.
Echo has made the Hustlers cut. And
wow, late in the game pick.
Let's take a look at our completed board here.
Okay.
Real quick. All right, that's it. That is the board. Actually, can you still see it? Okay.
Now I see it. Yeah, it's a good team. It's a good crew.
Let's just roll call the Hustlers quick. Kate, Sawyer, Ben, Linus, Mr. Echo, Shannon, and Renee Rousseau.
It's Danielle.
Danielle Rousseau. Who's Renee Rousseau?
Renee Rousseau's an actress. She was in Tin Cup and Ransom.
There you go. I was going to throw out Alex Rousseau too, but I don't know where she would fit.
Oh, Carl. He shouldn't be on any tribe. I was like, I don't know if I can come up with enough characters to do this. And then I was writing, and I was like, yeah, there's plenty of people. And now I'm even remembering more. So
right. And then, yeah, Alex could maybe take Charlotte's spot. What do you think of that? No?
Yeah, you know, she saved Claire.
Do you want Alex and Danielle in the same season?
Nope, I don't. So let's leave Charlotte there. We don't
Yeah.
have the freighter folk represented because we took
Miles
Miles
out,
off and we
and
vetoed Faraday. And
yeah.
we didn't even mention Lapidus.
Yeah,
so...
I was gonna say Frank's a good candidate for heroes as well.
Yeah, I think we're okay with what we got.
We got it. We
could even do a second season if we wanted, but
yeah, we got to get into the season. It took us probably
this better
almost
an
hour to cast that. Yeah, but I don't care if it doesn't because I'm having fun. So
it is fun. Okay, but now it comes the tricky part.
But we should try to keep it moving, just because we could take forever.
Well,
if we don't
like the early part of a Survivor season, it can be a bit of a slog. So let's let's keep things rolling here.
Right. So all right. How does Survivor start? They hit the beach.
Jeff Probst tells them what their designations are, and some people are indignant, and some people are like, "What's a hustler?" And some people are like, "Yeah, I'm a doctor." That obviously makes sense. That wasn't very much of a stretch. And then, I don't know. That's it. You know, they're just kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah. Okay. So who's the first person Jeff Probst addresses? Who does he talk to? He talks to like one person from each tribe. He's like, hey.
And he talks to Hurley. He says,
Hurley, what does it mean?
What makes you a hero? And Hurley, what does he say?
He's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know how I got on the heroes tribe. I guess I'm just here to like try to win some money, even though I don't need it. I don't need the money.
Money's a curse.
He's like,
the numbers are cursed.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just here because my mom told me. My mom told me I should do it to make friends. I might meet a nice lady. So,
well, if he looks over at the healers tribe.
By the way, when I speak on behalf of these contestants, I probably won't do their voices because that would just be too much.
I don't even know how to do their voices anymore. It's been a long time since I've really delved into Lost here.
Right. I'm not an impressionist. I might kind of do it, but not really. It's going to be half-assed. Let's just put it that way.
So who does he talk to from the healers tribe?
He addresses let's say he addresses Juliet.
Okay.
He's like, Juliet, what do you think it means to be a healer?
And Juliet says, I wouldn't know. I've been trying to keep babies from dying and I haven't been able to, so I'm a failure. She really brings the whole mood down.
Yeah. Jeff's like, okay, moving on. And then he's like, you in the
you with who hasn't bathed in 17 years. What makes you a hustler? And Danielle says, where's Alex?
He's like, Alex.
She didn't make the show. Russo, chill out.
She was really close. She made it pretty far in casting, but she didn't quite make it. It's like, and he's like, okay, never mind. How about you there without the shirt on? And it's
Sawyer?
Mr. Echo.
Oh. Oh boy, how's Mr. Echo gonna respond?
He just doesn't say anything. He's totally silent.
Just has his stick there. He's already found a stick and adapted it as his like calling card.
Yeah, he's sitting there carving into a stick and he doesn't even address. He doesn't even look up. He just keeps carving.
And Jeff Probst is like, I don't know how you guys have hustled your way this far because you suck at speaking words. So
and you know, the good hustlers such as Kate, Ben, and Sawyer kept their mouths shut.
Lay low. Let these people dig their own graves. Yep.
Right. And they all have a smirk on the same side of their face. All of them on the left side. Or, I don't know, right side.
A simultaneous smirk. Right. All right.
Okay, so what happens next in Survivor? They all go off to their beaches and build shelters?
But are we going to get into that, or are we just going to go challenge, and figure out how this vote-off situation is going to go?
Well, I thought, before each challenge, all you have to do is just quickly make up a scenario of what's happening at camp. You don't have to say what's happening with everybody right now. You just say one thing that's happening at camp so that you have a story for why the vote's going to go the way it's going to go, basically. Right?
All right?
Isn't that kind of the idea?
Yeah, but I don't want to get, I mean, if we spend 5 minutes on each scenario at camp, this is going to take 7 hours, and we don't have that kind of time.
Well, let's not take 5 minutes on each.
Okay. Let's just do a brief etching of what's going on.
Okay, so the heroes are getting along pretty well.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, you probably have Ana Lucia sulking here and there, but other than that, I think everyone's doing pretty good. Rose is becoming kind of a motherly figure, and they're, happy to have her. She's not doing as much of the work, but she's a good morale booster to have around. So,
do we have any alliances forming early on, or is everyone just kind of like playing the let's all get along?
I think you might have a bit of a boys' club here with Desmond, Charlie, and Hurley. I think they, they all like to go on campouts, and Desmond likes to hang around Charlie, make sure he doesn't get hurt, kill himself, or any type of situation. So they're pretty much together all the time. And Hurley just kind of likes to make jokes with both of them. So they're pretty tight, those three.
Right. Is it looking like there's any one of the women that they're going to pull in, or the women sticking together as well? Are they like, hey, look at these guys, we got to stay strong? I
mean, I think they all have a pretty good bond with Rose. I think Ana Lucia and Charlotte might be a little bit on the outs because Ana Lucia is just a bit gruff, and Charlotte is a little bit focused on, getting answers. I don't know. What's Charlotte focused on? Does she fit in with them?
Charlotte is kind of quiet, keeps to herself. Yeah. She is a little bit on the outs. If they had to vote right now, we would probably be Charlotte, because she's just sort of like having a tough time fitting in as the nerdy scientist type person.
Yeah, makes sense.
But Hurley really likes her, Yeah. Because Hurley likes
everyone.
Hurley likes everybody. So Hurley likes Charlotte, and he feels bad for her.
Yeah, if there's one connection she has, it's with Hurley.
Right. So that's the heroes tribe. What's going on with the healers?
Well, they're not having a boys' club over there. Juliet and Sun are getting along pretty well. I think Libby is, working her magic with them too. It's the guys that are the problem. Jack and Locke just don't see eye to eye. And Ethan is just kind of creepily lurking with his mouth half open, just mouth breathing all over everybody.
Oh, God, that's funny. Yeah, so do we have a bit of a showmance starting with Jack and Juliet, or is that just not happening? Are showmances out this season?
I'm super anti-showmance because we're in the middle of Big Brother, and I don't want to hear that word. So no showmance is happening. Jack and Juliet. I mean, I guess that might be an issue when we get to the next tribe, but I really don't want a showmance. They've got a bond though. There's no denying. So that bond might save Jack, and his butting heads with Locke might put Locke on the outside. But Ethan is definitely the weirdo of this group. Nobody wants to hang out with him. They all think he's gonna murder them, and I don't think he's looking very good right now.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I do think the big story here is Jack and John Locke are just like in the show. It's a tale as old as time, black versus white. Not necessarily good versus bad, just like two different sides of the same coin. They're polar opposites in their belief systems. One believes in fate and destiny, and the other believes in science and randomness and chaos and all that shit. That the latter being Jack, former being John. So I think these guys might actually be butting heads so much that they rally troops to go against each other.
They're kind of like the two titans. They talk about this every season. There's always two titans, and eventually they take each other out. And so they just happen to be on the same tribe. We'll see if this tribe just decimates, eats itself like a snake eating its own tail, or if it just kind of, they keep going at it for the whole season. We'll see.
Right. Little bummed they're on the same tribe, honestly. But I mean,
Well, you know, they
someone's
should
got to
be
go.
such amazing healers.
Okay, so Hustlers. What's going on with Hustlers?
Hustlers, well, Kate and Sawyer, obviously bonding, but also, you know, they're flirting with each other, but also like trying to get one over on each other. You know what I mean? Playing that little game. Ben and Echo, I think, have a weird bond, but I don't know why. Do you know why they're getting along so well? It's just one of those.
It's just one of those natural, like, weird pairings. You wouldn't expect it, but like, it's probably because Echo is like a sort of peaceful Christian. Is he Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a priest. Yeah, well, a drug lord priest, hustler.
Yeah.
But he's like a peaceful Christian man and sort of like wants to see the good in people. And Linus is this like evil, corrupted person, but with this like beautiful soul hiding underneath. And I feel like that's why Echo is sort of nurturing. He sees something in Ben. And Ben just sees Echo as someone he can use. You know, that's where he's at. Because Echo is the only person giving him the time of day as of right now. Everyone else thinks he's like a creepy little man.
Yeah, Rousseau's not thrilled with him. They have a bit of a
history,
baby stealing history there, so they're not really good friends. But then again, Rousseau's having trouble getting along with anyone else. So, and Ben is able to kind of, you know, even though he's not super tight with everybody, he's able to, you know, get in a joke here, get in a joke there, make a slight little connections that might work in his favor, whereas Rousseau is just not doing that. She's just muttering to herself.
Yeah, let's be honest. Ben knows how to play the game. Like, Ben is doing the right things, like to sort of, you know, no one really trusts him right now other than maybe Echo, but people are going to warm up to him as he plays the game. He's going to ingratiate himself to people. He's going to do little things. Where does Shannon fit into this group?
Shannon's a hustler. I mean, she's in with Sawyer. She's in with Echo. She don't think she likes Ms. Rousseau, but they also have that Saeed connection, you know. They're both, you know, tight with Saeed, so I don't know. There might be a slight chance for a bond there, but Shannon's not the easiest, warmest person to, you know, bring to your side.
But Shannon is social, so she's basically talking to everybody. She's forming some kind of a relationship with each one of these people.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Okay. So, first challenge.
Let's do it.
What kind of challenge is it?
I think it's your standard, you know, run in the water, release something, do a puzzle. I mean, aren't they all the same these days?
Yeah. That's pretty much how most of those will go.
These team challenges anyways.
All right, so you ready to see who wins? Are we saying healers won? Or
one, two, three, heroes, healers, hustlers.
Right, okay. So here we go. Rolling the dice.
We're going to see who's losing though, right? Because two of them are going to win.
Right, we're seeing who's losing. Here we go.
Okay. Who's going to tribal?
And it's number 3.
Oh no, the hustlers.
The hustlers are going to tribal.
Uh-oh. I smell trouble for a certain French woman.
Oh, goodness. Is that who you're thinking?
I mean, Kate and Sawyer are tight. And Shannon's going to go with them because she's just going to go where they need numbers. So that's really the power duo, I think, Kate and Sawyer. And then they have Shannon. So, you know, unless you think Rousseau can get in with Ben and Echo and do a 3-3, but why would they do that?
Is Rousseau doing anything to save herself, or is it just not like working for her?
No.
She's just like out there hunting squirrels and shit. Right?
Basically, I mean, she's providing in that sense. She's a provider. But this is a tribe of hustlers, not a tribe of numbskulls who think they need to keep a provider around.
Right. So, in all the confessionals, Danielle is saying, these people would be stupid to vote me out. I'm providing all the food, so they would be stupid to vote me out. But
yeah, that's your MO.
And lo and behold, Danielle Rousseau, first person voted out.
That's a pretty pedestrian first boot, I'd say.
Yeah. Should we I mean, should we try to be more creative with it, or is it?
No, I mean, you got to go with what you have. And she's clearly the first to go.
Boom. Rousseau's off the board. Alrighty. Episode 2. Quickly, I mean, we've sort of established what's going on at these camps. Any developments in the heroes tribe as far as the boys versus the girls, or anything? Or Charlotte? Has Charlotte made any headway?
I mean, she's still got her bond with Hurley. I don't think anything other than that. I think Charlie and Desmond are getting a little frustrated with each other because Charlie's like, why won't this guy get off my back? Like, he's always there and he's just needs some space sometimes. And Desmond just wants Charlie to listen to him. So you might see a little bit of tension there. But other than that, I think things are about the same.
Okay. So Charlie's maybe starting to feel a little like Desmond's a little overbearing.
Bit, yeah.
But other than that, okay. Sounds good. How about healers? What's going on at their beach? We got Jack and John. Have they made any headway on like solidifying who's with them? Is Juliet obviously with Jack, or does she have some sort of reason to go with John Locke instead?
I think Juliet's more with her girls, Libby and Son, and she has that bond with Jack. So I kind of think they're more of a tight foursome.
So Locke is trying to work on these girls. Is he's not able to do anything about it?
It's kind of a tough sell. I don't know. What do you think?
Libby, Son. I feel like Son might be open to it. Son might be open to working.
Libby might be open to it too. She'll appreciate the weirdness.
Yeah. And what about Ethan? I mean, could he just as easily side with, Jack and two of the girls, and he's still outnumbered?
I think Ethan's gonna vote where he needs to vote, and they'll just look at him as a number right now, if they want to get rid of somebody else. But they might be so uncomfortable with his presence that they just want to get rid of him. I don't know.
Okay,
are we getting up to the girls at this point?
Right. I feel like they're in the power position with that rift between Jack and John.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, yeah, not to mention they are tight. So if you have 3 tight girls and a rift in the guys,
you're good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Any good confessionals over there?
Yeah, we really didn't pick anyone funny, did we?
Yeah, they're all boring.
Ethan might have like a Cody type confessional from Big Brother 19 where he just, delivers something with dead eyes and no inflection, and you think he's just gonna stab you through the screen.
That's what's interesting about Ethan's character is like he was portrayed so dramatically different based on how the show was using him in that episode. Like if he was going to be the bad guy, killer guy representing the others, he was like deadpan, scary guy. But if he was like, oh, who's this guy? He was like all smiley and like, is he part of the, is he part of the main group?
They call that? You know what they call that?
No, what do they call that? Not knowing.
A psychopath.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say not knowing where the show is going while you're writing it.
No, I mean, those personality traits of like a sociopath or psychopath, there's a difference, but I don't know which one he is. He's one of them.
Right. Okay, the Hustlers have lost Danielle Rousseau. How are they feeling about it?
I think they're feeling good. I think it's brought them closer. They're a little bit happier of a tribe. They don't have this like kind of weird presence around anymore. So yeah, I think everybody's good. Echo's still quiet, but he's not hurting anyone.
Yeah, I think they're all feeling pretty tight, and they're a little concerned like, oh man, I really like all these people. I don't want to have to vote anyone out.
Yeah.
And if I did, it would probably be one of those 2 weirdos like Ben or Echo, because Echo is so quiet, and Ben, I feel like he's always trying to get something from me, like that's where Sawyer and Kate are kind of thinking, and Shannon.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, you got to remember with Kate and Sawyer, especially being big time hustlers, they're always thinking about how can I shake it up?
Yep.
Like they want to shake it up at all times, so you never know. Ben or Echo, not necessarily the obvious votes here.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Anything else you want to add that's happening before the next challenge?
No, let's do it.
All right. You ready for who loses this challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Hustlers again.
Oh no. They're on a real lose-on streak here.
Lose
Nope.
on. Yeah, that's too bad
All right.
because the Hustlers are like the most exciting people.
Yeah.
But this is what happened in Game Changers. I mean, you lose the fun, exciting people right away, and
well, it's true.
That's what happens.
Well, we already got rid of the easy pick with Danielle Rousseau. That was an easy first vote, and you've only got 5 people left. So this isn't a simple decision. Kate and Sawyer are going to vote together, I think, or are they going to try to play each other? What do you think?
Is it too early for that, or?
I don't know. I think Kate maybe wants to get rid of Ben, and Sawyer maybe wants to get rid of Shannon, and maybe they're butting heads a little bit over that.
Okay.
So are they going to stick together, or are they going to try to pull one over on the other?
Yeah. How do the numbers play out here? Does Sawyer have a lock for a vote from anyone? Has he convinced?
I think, okay, here's what I think. Sawyer's thinks he's got Ben and Echo together, and they're going to get rid of Shannon. He doesn't care if it pisses Kate off. She'll come back to him. It'll be fine. And Kate, it just thinks maybe she has Ben. So it really comes down to Ben. Who is he playing? Who is he not playing? And what is Ben's decision?
So Ben can either go and vote out Shannon or who? Echo. I think Ben sees Echo as a potential ally, so I think he sides with Sawyer and they vote out Shannon.
Ah, geez, we're losing our girls here.
Yeah, that's no good.
All right.
So how did we let this happen?
That's about equal with where she went out and lost, so it's fine. Not much more to bring to the table.
All right. So when is the tribe swap happening?
Are we doing it already? Are we going to 2 tribes already?
I'm just you know the format of Survivor better than I do, and
that's kind of how they've been doing it lately. But are we sticking with the modern a million tribe shakeups, or are we going to try to do more old school here?
I don't want to do like a bunch of tribe shakeups, like second chances or anything like that. But
how about this? How about we do 2 more eliminations, and then we go down to 2.
Go down to 2? Oh, 2 tribes.
2 tribes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Then we'll have 7 on each tribe, and then we'll just play that out to the merge.
That'll be a lot easier to sort out.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, 2 more votes.
So we've got 2 more votes to go. Kate is furious with Sawyer and Ben, so she's not having it. You know how Kate is when she gets mad.
She runs. She runs away.
And she gets annoyingly defiant, and that's how she is. And the other 2 tribes, everybody's getting along. I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, you've got little things that get on people's nerves here and there. I think Ana Lucia is getting bored because she wants to do things and vote somebody out.
Real quick, do you want to add any hidden immunity idols into this? Because I kind of
want to project how I want the show to be, so maybe we can add 1 or 2 most.
Right. Well, I just had a feeling, I had this inkling that, Kate's all pissed off and she's running around the jungle. I feel like she finds a hidden immunity idol, right? Yep. As much as I don't want to give, I feel like Kate is so good at this game.
Yeah, you're right.
As much as I don't want to give her one, it just seems like now's the
perfect time for one.
This is where she would find one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. Good call.
So Kate finds a hidden immunity idol.
There we go.
And sorry, I'll let you finish your thoughts on heroes there.
No, I was just saying maybe Ana Lucia is getting a little bored with how easy it's been so far.
Is she incepting anything into the minds of the other tribe mates?
I think
trying to create any sort of dissonance between anyone?
I think maybe she's trying to work that Charlie and Desmond like feud, maybe. Not that it's really a feud, but just they get on each other's nerves. But other than that, I think she's just being subtle about it.
Right. She's not being too obvious about it.
No.
But she's trying little hints with Charlie and Desmond, seeing if maybe she can cause a bigger rift.
Yeah.
It's not working so far, though. Okay, so healers. What was the last thing? Yeah, John and Jack trying to get their troops. Looks like Locke is in trouble because he can't seem to get anyone on his side.
But at the same time, I don't know how much Juliet and her girls have committed to one of them or the other. They're going to do what's best for them.
And also, I still don't know how much Ethan is just not the easy vote here. You know, like Locke, maybe Jack wants to convince everyone to get Locke out, but the girls still kind of are like maybe John, maybe Jack. So maybe Ethan is the easy vote, you know? So there's that.
And also, if those two keep John and Jack going after each other, no one's looking at them. So I think they might want to keep that rivalry intact.
Right. It's good to keep them, around so they're fighting. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Alrighty then. So time for the challenge. What kind of challenge is it?
It's a water puzzle challenge. I don't even remember what kind of other challenges there are anymore.
It sure is. All right. Ready for the losing team?
Let's do it.
Boom. It's the healers.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. We got it. It's coming down to it. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, Hurley really crushing these challenges, gotta say.
Hurley is good at stuff.
He's the puzzle master.
He's the one they put on the puzzles. There's always a puzzle element, and he is a champion.
Right. When he worked at Clucky's Chicken, he used to sit and play puzzle games on his phone the whole time, whenever it was slow.
Even though they didn't have smartphones back then, right?
Yeah, but this is the sideways world, so they have
that's
smartphones.
Right. Okay, you're right. Okay. Got it.
So yeah, okay. Heroes are crushing challenges, and the healers are here at Tribal Council. And finally, we get to see what's going to happen, who comes out on top between the two Titans, Jack or John Locke.
Yeah, it's basically the girls are going to pick how this is going to go. Jack really wants them to vote out John. John really wants them to vote out Jack. But he's not as forceful with it. Locke is more like, look, I like Jack. I don't know why he hates me so much. I'm just trying to get him to see my point of view. And they appreciate that softer approach. Jack is kind of just like, we have to get Locke out of here. So that's not maybe the best way to come at them.
Right.
And then you got Ethan,
my
mouth breathing in the corner.
How tight is Jack with Juliet here? Are they tight? Like, as you know, just thinking of the obvious like romance from the show Lost. Like,
yes.
Are we just assuming that they're still having that kind of connection, or no?
I guess it was always a very polite connection, more so than a passionate one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Juliet's thinking with her head and not with like her romantic.
She's not going to get run away with her feelings here. She's going to do what's best for the tribe.
Good. Okay. So with the girls, are any of them thinking, I should pull a move and just get out one of the other girls? I think they're all pretty tight.
No, they're tight. I think it's one of these guys that we got to lose. And I don't know. There's always Ethan. They might, the girls can pick who they want. Jack is going to vote for Locke. Locke is going to vote for Jack. It's really up to the girls.
Right. So I wonder if they just vote Ethan.
I think maybe they do that because what is he bringing to the table, to be honest? He's just weirding everybody out.
Yeah, he's not their favorite, and they don't have to pick Jack or John. They can just vote 3 strong against Ethan, and he's gone. And like you said, that gives them the numbers and keeps a fighting duo around. Yep. They can guarantee that they'll be able to get rid of one of those guys next time around.
They didn't want to get rid of either of these guys. Locke is keeping them in their wild boar, and Jack is fixing all their medical problems. So why would they get rid of either of them? Ethan is the obvious choice.
Ethan's the better doctor, but...
Ethan's the creepy doctor. So let's get rid of him.
Ethan's gone. Bye-bye, Ethan.
Bye, Ethan.
Third person voted out of Survivor Sideways Island.
Heroes, healers, hustlers. Triple H, Sideways Island. What even is that? Sounds ridiculous.
Okay, good. Good stuff. All right. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, so Jack and Locke are both a little mad at the girls.
Yeah, they're like, we could have gotten rid of him, and now, yeah.
But they realize they need the girls because their only other person there is the person they hate the most. So it's, you know, they got to kind of quietly stew. Jack is quietly stewing, and John is just kind of, you know, doing his sweat lodge meditating kind of thing.
Right. That's what I want to know is who's doing a better job of ingratiating themselves to the women and guaranteeing their vote. Who's doing a better job?
I think John's doing a better job. He's building them stuff and he's like helping them with their drug habits and stuff. So I think that John is, and Jack is just kind of sulking and being a dick. So I think John's doing a better job.
Right. I agree. Any news on the heroes front? They're just dominating. Ana Lucia's getting bored, even more bored.
It's kind of crazy how much they're crushing these challenges, but Hurley and Rose, you put them on the puzzle and everything's fine.
Right. I mean, you still got an athletic group of people there. Charlie is a little scrapper. He can get through all those obstacle courses. It just makes sense. Yeah. How's everyone getting along? Are they a tight-knit six? Is there anyone that's like really on the outs? Is Charlotte doing better over there?
I think she's doing better now that they've been so long without going to tribal council. I think even Charlotte has become a little part of the family and they haven't had to think about voting anybody out. So they've been chilling.
What do you think about, I'm just going to throw this out there. You can naysay it or veto it or whatever. Ana Lucia feeling vulnerable. Does she find an immunity idol on her beach?
I think she looks for one.
She looks for one. She doesn't find one?
I'm not sure how successful she is.
Okay. Sure.
There's still one out there.
Okay. There's one on each beach, but we don't know if they'll all be found. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So I guess we didn't really check in with the hustlers at all. What's going on with the hustlers?
Kate's still kind of pissed, but they're kind of smoothing things over.
But she's got that idol in her pocket still.
Yeah. That made her feel better. It was a morale booster. So now she's kind of just ingratiating herself more. Because once you have an idol, it's like you feel confident, but you don't want to have to play it. So she's working her way back in.
Right. It gives you the ability to relax a little bit and sort of play the game a little more confidently. Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they go to tribal, and then we might have to work out a scenario there.
A merge, yeah, or a tribe swap. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. It is the Hustlers.
Oh no! They suck at this.
I hope this random number generator isn't broken, but it did pick 2 at least one time, so that's good. It seems to like the number 3, but hey, that's what happens in Survivor sometimes.
It's true. This is basically the exact same format of the Brains Tribe.
Yeah. Oh, one person went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the other tribe.
All right. Sawyer wants back in with Kate. He's not trying to vote Kate out. He's more wary of this Ben Echo duo that's been forming. And he wants one of them out.
Okay. So him and Kate agree that they want to vote out. Do they vote out Echo for being weird, like weird and quiet and tough to get along with? Or is he tough to get along with? What is it about Echo? Why is Echo a target?
He's not tough to get along with. He's just so devout and so committed to what he believes that it's hard to relate and connect to him.
Right. I think he's like, when he's quiet most of the time, and when he does talk, he's like banging you over the head with his Jesus stick. And like, you know, trying to force his religion onto these people, and they don't want any part of that. You know, like, do what you will, you know, believe what you want, but don't tell me what to believe. That's what Sawyer and Kate are saying, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know how forceful he's being. I mean, he writes it on a stick. It's not like he runs up to them with the stick and says, look at this, believe this. This is what you need to believe.
No, but he's preachy.
I mean, he drops wisdom bombs, and maybe they take that as preachy. But is that really better? Is it better to get rid of someone like that or someone like Ben who can weasel his way out of all sorts of situations?
Right. Well, let's not take that out of the situation then. What is Ben doing? Don't you think Ben's working it?
Ben's working everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Don't you think he's working it and succeeding, though?
I think he's working both Kate and Sawyer, and I think they both are smart enough that they know they have to be wary of him, but is it enough? Because they just don't have any kind of connection with Echo.
Well, that's why I'm thinking maybe Ben and Echo definitely are voting for Kate or Sawyer together.
Yeah.
But Kate and Sawyer are voting for one of those two. Can Ben and Echo get one of these two to flip, or do we have a 2-2 vote? That's what I'm wondering.
Is there any... Let's see. Ben's not going to vote with Echo if he thinks it's just going to be a tie. He's smarter than that.
Okay.
I think you're just going to have a 3-1 vote here.
Okay, let's say Ben finds out.
Finds out what?
No, if he found out they were voting for him, he can't flip his vote to himself. I was going to say he flips his vote to...
I mean, I think we're trying to make too much of it. I think Ben sees writing on the wall, and they all just agree to take out Mr. Echo.
Okay, I'm good.
Ben agrees to take out his ally because it's best for his game, and it sucks to lose Mr. Echo, but at least he made it on the show.
Right, and I think we should be clear that Sawyer and Kate were starting to suspect Linus was the way to go, but Ben saved himself.
Yeah.
He saved himself. He what's the word for that? Bent their ear. I don't know what the saying is, but
I don't know.
He got in their ear and he convinced them to save him.
Yeah, that he's willing to vote out Echo. He's not going to vote with him.
Right. Echo's gone. Boom.
Yep.
And we're ready for a tribe swap.
Yeah, how's this going to work? Are we doing random?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, do you remember how those guys did that?
Let's just do
don't you
let's
trade?
Can you do the number generator with just 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will have tribe 1 and tribe 2. I'm writing it down here. Okay. So, where's Desmond going?
Oh, so one at a time. We're doing 1 or 2.
How do we make sure we don't get like 12 ones?
Yeah, no, exactly. There might be a better way to do this. I guess this is the part I didn't really think about ahead of time.
Yeah.
How many people are left?
I
think I have an idea.
14.
Can you just quickly number each person 1 through 14?
Yep.
And then we'll go back and forth. I'm gonna pick a person. You put them in one side or the other. Does that make sense?
No.
So I'm gonna pick a random person.
Okay.
And they're gonna go to A or B, pile A or pile B.
Oh, so you're gonna pick a number.
Right.
What?
I'm gonna pick a random person, and they're gonna go to A or B.
Okay.
So if you number the people, that's who got picked, basically.
I don't get it. Okay. Say your numbers.
Okay. So the first number is 14.
What am I doing with this number?
You have
I can see who 14 is.
Yeah, that's all I need to know. Who is it?
Ben?
So Ben goes to pile A.
Okay.
All right, then we go again. 9.
Juliet.
She goes to pile B.
Okay.
Again. 4.
Ana Lucia.
Pile A. Again.
Okay.
1.
Desmond.
Pile B. Again. Okay. 3.
Hurley.
Whichever. You get how this works now?
He's going to A. We're going A, B, A, B, A, B.
Yeah, just go back and forth. Exactly.
Okay.
5.
Rose goes to tribe B.
Okay. 2.
Charlie
Okay.
goes to A.
Nice. We do 8 yet? 8?
Locke goes to tribe B.
We did 14, right? Yeah.
Yep.
6.
Charlotte goes to A.
We did 1, right?
Yep.
12.
Kate
Very good.
goes to B.
Did we do 2?
Yep.
I know we did 4, right?
Yep.
9.
Are you keeping track of this?
No, I'm just pushing the button.
Okay.
How many are left to be sorted?
4.
Okay. We did 9, right?
Yep.
13.
Sawyer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is tribe A.
Cool. 10.
Libby is tribe B.
And 11.
Sun. We
And
still
then
got one left.
Well, they go to the other one.
Oh,
The obvious.
Who is it?
Should be only one spot left yet.
I haven't been crossing them off, so I don't know who it is.
Oh, crap.
Must be no. Gosh dang it. Ben, Juliet, Anna Lucia, Desmond, Hurley, Rose, Charlie, Locke. Oh, I think it's Jack. Jack is on tribe B. Okay, so our new tribes, tribe A is Ben, Anna Lucia, Hurley, Charlie, Charlotte, Sawyer.
I'm sorry. Can you go just slightly slower so I can?
Okay.
Yeah, Ben,
Ben,
Anna Lucia.
Anna Lucia, Hurley, Charlie, Charlotte, Sawyer, and Sun.
Okay, Hurley, Son. I got Ben, Anna, Charlie, Sawyer, Charlotte, Hurley, Son.
Yep.
Did I say somebody twice?
I don't know. You have them all.
Kate, Desmond, Rose, Juliet, Libby, John, and Jack.
Yep, that's right.
All right.
You got it.
I kind of threw the pictures together. They're not sorted very well, but I'll show you guys the board quick.
Do you want to talk about them while I take a quick break?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here's the board. We're getting there. It's looking at Tribe A. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a quick name for him. Tribe A is Kate, Desmond, Jack, Rose, Juliet, Libby, and John Locke. And Tribe B is Charlie, Sawyer, Anna Lucia, Charlotte, Hurley, Benjamin, Linus, and Son. And that's what we're looking at for the two tribes. We'll try to keep this rolling along once Catie gets back. We'll just talk about any new bonds that might be forming in the new tribes. And we'll try to get into the first challenge right away so we can keep this moving. We'll probably do a final 5 situation, or final 3, I should say. Final 5 or 6 would be the finale episode. But yeah, I think we're getting there. So here's Catie. Catie's back. So we'll just real quick try to see if there's any new relationships forming. We've got a bit of a mix up. So nice mix of people. See if there's any new bonds. And we'll get right into the first challenge. And are we doing a final 3, Catie?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to come up with a name for Tribe A, which is Kate, Desmond?
Okay. Tribe A is.
How about like white and black or something? Tribe white, tribe black.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. So tribe
racist?
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have any black people. Oh, we have Rose, and yeah, that's the only black person left. But yeah, well,
it's fine.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna. Let's not
let's just stick with Tribe A, Tribe B. I don't know what else to call.
Sure. Tribe A, Tribe B. And let's just say Tribe A is Kate, Desmond, Jack, and Tribe B is Charlie,
Sawyer. Those guys. Okay.
Yeah.
How are we doing gender balance? Did we do okay? It looks like we did okay.
I think, how did we do? I guess we didn't really think of that.
We got 4 girls on the Tribe A and 3 guys. We got four guys and 3 girls. So I think we did okay.
It's a perfect mix. How about that random number generator?
Nailed it.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So I'm back on the screen. I'm back on the video. You can see my face.
Yep.
Unfortunately. So yeah, what do we see going on here? Any alliances that have stuck together? I think the big story on Tribe A is John and Jack are still on the same tribe.
Yeah, that's gonna be problematic, I think. But you also have Juliet there, so she's gonna have her pick, but she's also got her girl Libby, and so those two. I mean, technically, you've got 4 people from that tribe, that original healers tribe, but I don't think they're gonna stick together because of the Jack and Locke situation. So Jack or Locke could jump to Kate and Desmond and Rose, maybe, even though they weren't on the same tribe together, they're gonna feel kind of like outsiders. So Jack and Locke are probably still in kind of a tight spot.
Sure.
I think over on the other side, you've got Charlie and Hurley still together. Charlotte and that Hurley bond, they're still together.
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer and Ben have each other, and that's it. So
I think they've looked at each other and they've said, you know what, dude? You and I gotta stick together, man.
I think so.
We don't have a choice. We gotta stick together, and we gotta see what we can, if we can work it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Sun is in a lot of trouble here. She doesn't have anybody.
What about Ana Lucia? And
Ana Lucia's got Charlotte and Charlie and Hurley, and they had that, the love tribe thing over on the Heroes tribe because they never lost. But that also gets to a point where she was itching to vote someone off, and she just never got the chance. So we'll probably get her chance now.
Right. I'd like to say that is our big thread right there. Ana Lucia is itching to get rid of somebody from the Heroes tribe.
Too bad Shannon's already gone. But
did I miss that?
She killed Shannon in this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was well done. Well done. All right. Okay, so we got a couple good storylines going here.
Yeah, I think this mix-up is good.
Yeah, let's roll the dice, huh?
Okay, are we gonna do the merge at 11? When are we gonna do the merge? 10?
Whenever you think. You know that, like I said, you know the format better than I do, so.
I know they just have really big juries now, so we could even do it at 12. But then I don't know if you want to do it that soon.
Totally your call.
Okay,
totally your call.
We'll just play out these first 2 rounds, see how it goes.
Okay, sounds good. All right, who wins? Or are we saying win or lose? I know the number.
Who loses?
Who
that's
loses?
What we've been doing. So
right, stick with that. Yeah. Tribe 1 loses, which is Tribe A, right?
Okay, so Tribe A
is Kate, Desmond, Jack.
You keep changing it. Oh no, you're right. Never mind. You're right.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
I'm sticking to left and right, basically.
Kate.
Yeah.
Kate. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kate looks like she's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, Kate, I feel like she's felt ostracized, isolated, but she does have that hidden immunity idol. Jack,
and she's working that Jack angle because he's feeling a little bit not as in with his tribe as he should.
Right. I think Jack and Kate are like soulmates, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like as soon as they got on the same tribe, they had that connection. And Kate is a hustler, so she is exploiting it. But she's not afraid to vote Jack out if she needs to, but she's trying to work it so that she can get people on Jack's side. Is she having any success there?
Well, I think she's immediately picking up on the distress, the tension between Jack and Locke, and then the Juliet and Libby in the middle of that. So I think maybe, geez, who can they pull over? They've got Rose there. Rose and Desmond from the Heroes tribe. Where are they going to go?
I feel like they're kind of like the under the radar flyers, right? They're
Yeah,
sort
I
of just
think
like
so
trying to
too.
lay low. It's like, where should we vote? So yeah, where do they go? That's the question. Do they, if it is a Jack versus John thing again, do you think they would lean more towards working with
Oh,
John or working with Jack?
I think I know exactly how this is going to play out, okay?
I like it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so Jack is going to talk with his original three, or at least Juliet and Libby. He's not really talking with Locke too much, at least not talking game. And they decide they want Kate out. And Jack doesn't want that. So Jack goes to Kate and he warns her what's going to happen. He says, look, Kate, you're in trouble here. And Kate's like, fine, whatever. She gets a little bit mad at first. And then she kind of does what she does. She runs away and hides and sulks for a little bit. And they don't get a chance to talk again until before tribal council. So they go to tribal council. So Jack doesn't know what to do, but everybody else is on board. Juliet has pulled Locke. She's got Rose and Desmond. They're all voting for Kate.
And Kate knows the votes are coming her way.
Kate knows the votes are coming her way. So she decides to put one. Who's Jack voting for here? Is he going to vote with the group and vote for Kate?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, he's going to vote for Locke because,
right.
Or I don't know, because Kate kind of has to tell Jack who he should vote for. She just tells him vote for who? Locke?
Wait, sorry. She tells who? What? One more time.
Kate's telling Jack she's just telling him who he needs to vote for.
Oh yeah, who he should vote for. Yeah. I feel like she might throw out, like in her mind, she wants Juliet gone.
Yeah,
but
I'm thinking the same thing.
But I feel like maybe she appeases Jack and goes for Locke? What do you think? It's either Locke or Juliet. It's
Locke or Juliet, and I don't know which way they're going to go. Who's going to get their way here?
Right. I don't know if Kate even lets on yet that she wants Juliet gone. It's just something she's working through in her own mind. She's like, okay, I know Juliet's tight. I think she gets out Juliet because she wants to take Juliet's spot as Jack's go-to girl.
You take out Juliet, you free up a lot of people. So I think she's going to tell Jack, she's just going to say, vote for Juliet. That's all I can tell you. She plays the idol. 5 votes come her way. She plays the idol. They all get canceled out. 2 votes for Juliet. Juliet goes home.
Boom. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Well done.
Now, Kate's in a power position. But Jack isn't going to be pissed about this because she didn't tell him what was going on, and you know how he gets when that happens. So it's not going to be completely smooth sailing because it never is with those two.
Right. This was all happening in tribal. Jack's like whispering to her. He's like, "Who do I vote for?" And she's like, "Just vote Juliet. Just vote Juliet."
He listened.
That's
for
awesome.
Once.
Yeah, so awesome. What a great episode.
Good episode. We're finally picking up steam. We had some pretty easy vote outs there at first, but now
that was a tier 1 episode of Survivor right there.
Sideways Island, Triple H.
Yes.
Okay, so we've lost Juliet.
Right. And another advantage that Kate sees is, hey, we can get Locke next time. Like, I know once we get rid of Juliet, that's somebody that, opens up a lot of roads for me, and Locke's an easy one for next time. So, boom. Okay.
And I think it makes Kate pretty happy to make that move.
Oh, yeah. She's on cloud 9.
Yep.
Kate is on cloud 9.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, or next time, we're getting a confessional from Desmond. Like,
oh no,
what? He's talking about how he feels like he needs to step up his game. What is he talking about doing?
I don't know, Dave. What is he talking about doing?
I was hoping you might have something, but
I think he sees Kate and Jack as a power couple, and maybe he thinks he and Rose maybe need to head over there.
Well, yeah, sure. I guess I'm just saying, yeah, he's been laying low, and we're starting to hear a little bit from Desmond. Like, he wants to start playing the game a little bit, and he's noticing where the power structures are. he's not necessarily ready to make his move yet, but he's coiling up like a rattlesnake, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whereas Libby is content to just keep doing what she's doing.
Libby's pissed. Libby just lost Juliet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Libby is pissed.
She lost her number one teammate on this new tribe, and she's mad.
I think I meant to say Rose. Rose is content to just.
Rose is content. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, Libby's pissed. She lost one of her power girls, one of the original 3, the Healers tribe, and so she's looking at maybe making a move too. So her and Desmond are kind of like, they're not necessarily going to do anything crazy yet, but they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Tribe B? What's going on over there?
I think it's, Sawyer and Ben are trying to find their ins. They're looking at Ana Lucia. Maybe she's willing to shake the boat a little bit and break up this Hurley, Charlie, Charlotte original heroes group.
I think she absolutely is. She absolutely is ready to shake it up. Yeah.
And then you've got Sun, who they could easily pull in because she's got no one. So you could kind of see maybe how things could go here if Ana Lucia decides to make that move.
Yeah, I think she's leaning that way. It's just a question of, can they pull another number? Can they get that 4th person? Any idols on that beach?
I think people are looking. I don't know if anybody's found one yet. I think Sawyer is pretty proficient at burying things in the sand and hiding them from people, so he knows where to look. But I don't know if he's been successful yet.
I think Ben's looking pretty hard too. Just because he's playing hard, that's what Ben does. He's playing hard, so he's looking.
That's true.
Shall we just get into the challenge?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. And rolling the dice. And we get Tribe A.
Again,
Tribe A. So now things have to come to a head here.
Yep.
Kate has no idol.
I think we have an easy choice here.
You think it's John Locke?
No, I think it's Libby.
Oh, Libby.
Well, I don't want to lose another girl. I guess Locke might be the easy choice. I don't know.
Well, I don't know that it's easy, but I mean, if you think about the story arc, Kate is now working Jack, right?
Maybe she feels like she owes him one, though, because she took Juliet out with his help, but that still was his only main connection on that other tribe. So maybe she throws him a bone here and gets rid of John Locke.
Where are Desmond, Rose, and Libby voting? Like, who are they?
I think Libby's doing whatever people tell her to do because she's just floundering.
Right, after the loss of Juliet.
Yeah, and so I think Desmond and Rose, they could team up with Locke and maybe pull Libby. I mean, who's gonna have the pull here?
I'm trying to think. Desmond and Rose. So are they an alliance? Are they tight? Are they voting together?
They're an alliance of convenience.
So they are voting the same.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Libby doesn't know what to do, so she's scatterbrained. Kate and Jack want Locke out, right?
Yeah.
Locke wants Jack out. He's still running the charge against.
I mean, I think he's always going to be tooting that horn.
Right. So the question is, how do these other 3 vote?
I think we just got to lose John Locke here.
I think that's what ends up happening. Like Kate and Jack are strong.
Yeah.
And they just convince these other 3, and it's a solid vote against Locke. It's just it's a 5-1.
He's done.
Locke's gone. Sad day.
It's sad, but we've got to lose big names as well as small names.
Right. Trying to find him on the list so I can make his picture go away. Otherwise, I won't know what's going on. Okay. He's gone.
Bye-bye, John Locke.
Bye, John Locke.
Yeah, so things haven't really changed on either tribe. Pretty copacetic that at Tribe A, losing John Locke kind of calmed things a little bit. And, Tribe B is feeling good. So I don't know what else we really need to say there.
Okay. Should we just hit the next challenge?
I say we hit the next challenge.
All right, here we go. And it's 1 again.
Oh my god. Are you sure this isn't rigged?
Well, the way, random number generators work, they're technically pseudo-random numbers. There is no such thing as a computer cannot, in essence, be completely random. But eventually it will hit a 2, not just a 1. It's just given us 3 ones in a row, and that's the nature of pseudo-random numbers. But
sometimes Survivor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like reality in a sense, So, so Tribe A goes to Tribal Council.
Yeah, I think that at first it seems pretty easy here. They're looking at getting rid of Libby because Kate and Jack think Desmond and Rose are pretty calm, pretty chill to work with, and they like them. But Desmond and Rose might have other plans.
Oh, what do they have in mind?
Well, they clearly see that Kate and Jack are huge threats. They're running things. They find idols. They don't do as well in challenges as they should, but it's probably not entirely their fault. So I think maybe they're looking at taking out one of those two.
Right.
And I think it'd be pretty easy for them to pull Libby.
Right. I totally agree that that's what's happening. Jake. Jate or Cac. No. Kate? Jack and Kate definitely just, like you said, looking at Desmond, Rose, saying, hey, let's just get out Libby, right?
Yeah.
Desmond and Rose looking at one of these two. Which one pulls Libby? Which one is Libby more inclined to go with? Jack and Kate?
Well, Desmond and Libby have a connection. Libby gave Desmond her dead husband's boat. So, they have a pretty weird cosmic connection, and I think Desmond can pretty much bring her over because they all have that cosmic sort of thing. Rose does too. And Kate and Jack are more realists, more hard-nosed people. So, I think...
I just want to throw out there that Libby and Jack were on the same tribe together. They were on healers together.
Yeah, but Jack betrayed Juliet.
Yeah, that's right. She's still mad about that, and I think that's what it really comes down to. Although I do love the supernatural thing you just brought up. That's a good connection too. But yeah, she's still mad about the Juliet thing, and I think that means do you think Kate's the one who played the idol, otherwise Kate would have gone home. So don't you think she's more mad at Kate?
Yeah, so Desmond is probably saying, look.
But do you think she sees Jack as the bigger threat?
I don't know. Who do you think they'll go for?
I think she blames Kate for the vote out for playing the idol, but she's more mad at Jack because Jack was on her tribe. I think she wants Jack out, and I think
she says, "I'll vote with you as long as we vote for Jack."
Right. That's what she says to Rose and Desmond, and they're fine with that. Jack is gone.
Just like regular Survivor, the two titans of the game usually go out back to back.
I know, isn't it beautiful? It's like Zeke and Dave. It's like Zeke and David.
Or Jeremy and Josh.
Right. If you go after each other hard in the middle of the game like this, you're going to go back to back. Yep. It's just the way it goes. So Jack and John, fittingly in the game of Survivor, go out.
Pre-merge.
Pre-merge. Are we getting close to merge?
On their pre-jury trip together. I was thinking we'll do one more.
Okay.
Should we merge at 11?
It's totally your call. I don't care.
If you merge at 11, there's a possibility of a tie and a final vote with an 8-person jury.
Right.
But that's still a pretty small jury for Survivor, so maybe we should merge.
Okay. We can merge. Let's merge it. Merge. And so I'm just going to line them up down the middle here. Bingo, bongo.
There's a few people, Anna Lucia, Hurley, Charlie, Charlotte, who have not yet been to Tribal Council.
Holy cow. That happens in Survivor though, right? I mean, we've seen
it happened in Koran.
Right. Not quite enough room to line them all up, I guess, but it'll be something like that. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls and 5 guys.
Yeah, it's not bad. Pretty even.
Pretty even.
We've got Ben, or you want to show the board?
I can show the board. Let's take a look at that. Here we go. Yeah, so I just kind of lumped them all in the middle across the board. Kind of girls on the left, guys on the right.
Okay.
Maybe I'll cluster alliances as we chat here, but that's how the board's looking. So
okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay, so merge feast. Is everybody running around like chickens with their heads cut off, or?
I think you see some sulking. Kate's pretty pissed, but she's still like trying to take swigs from the drink and feel okay. Desmond feels pretty good. I think obviously everybody on Tribe B feels really good. Hurley's probably feeling good. Charlie's probably, or he probably should be drinking, so he's probably not. Who's the drunk idiot at this feast? Is it Sawyer?
Let's see. Sawyer's time went on for sure.
I think he's the one making a jackass out
I
of
think
himself.
Libby and Anna Lucia are imbibing a little too much.
Bonding. They haven't really met, but they're feeling good with each other.
Yeah, they polish off a bottle of wine together.
Mm-hmm.
They go for a little drive. No, I'm just kidding.
No, stop that now.
Sorry.
No, they're good. They're good. They're bonding. You're fine.
Okay. So where to begin? I mean, when you got a merge of 11 people.
I guess you just kind of got to line out the relationships. I mean, Desmond and Rose feel good with Libby now.
Yeah, let me
Libby's back
as you say this, I'm going to go ahead and drag the pictures around into like sort of alliances that were pre-existing to make this a little easier. So we got Desmond, Rose, and Libby have a relationship, right?
And Sun's probably feeling pretty good with her group, but knows she was at the bottom. So she's going to go right back to Libby, who now has a good thing going with Desmond and Rose. So that's a group of 4. Desmond, has ties to his old tribe with Charlie, Charlotte, Hurley. But there was always a bit of tension between him and Charlie, even though it started out as, innocent enough. Desmond was just trying to protect him. But Charlie didn't want to have it. But maybe Charlie will come around to see Desmond's ways or Desmond's reasons. Sawyer and Ben are looking shifty in the corner. Kate is pissed, so she's going to go right back to Sawyer and Ben. Even though they're going to look like the schemers of the group.
Yeah, these alliances are starting to look so predictable. It's funny.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And then Anna Lucia is tentatively in with Hurley and Charlie and Charlotte, but she was also getting pretty tight with Ben and Sawyer. So she's kind of floating. Not sure where she wants to hang her hat just yet.
All right, so I'm going to show the board one more time just to show you guys kind of how alliances are looking going into the rest of the game. That's kind of what it looks like, right? Can you see that?
Yeah, now I see it. It looks good. Where do you have Anna Lucia?
She's she's with this group and this group. She's floating in between 2 groups of 3, which is...
This could be a barn burner. We've got quite a situation going on here.
Yeah.
I wish we could design every season of Survivor.
I know. It's friggin' awesome, dude. All
right. So should we play this out and see how our vote offs go?
Yeah, I think we gotta jump right into who wins the challenge and decide. So how many people we got? 11?
We have 11.
So can you number them quick for me?
Yeah.
And then we'll see. This will be the winner instead of the loser now.
Yep.
And we'll go from there. So,
Winner is 8.
Mr. Desmond Hume. That's fitting.
Desmond's immune, but he's also
target.
Yeah, he's putting a target on his back.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
can't vote him out though. But I think he's sitting pretty good anyways. I don't think he was in a lot of trouble.
Right. So Desmond's safe. Who is like public enemy number 1? Can anybody just agree?
I think everybody's looking at Kate. She was not on the she was on the outs of the 4 on her original tribe, or her merge tribe, swap tribe, sorry. and she's not obviously with tribe B, so I think she's the easy choice. But then you have Sawyer and Ben who are kind of thinking otherwise, but can they do anything about it at this point?
Right. Sawyer and Ben see Kate as a solid ally, or they don't question that she's in their pocket, right?
No.
So they want
at this point. She needs them.
Right. They want to keep her, but I don't think they're going to do anything crazy
this early.
Yeah, to save her ass. And also word has gotten around that Kate had the best tribal council. She played an idol. Everyone's like, Kate's the biggest threat, you know, and no one really has her back. So I think Kate is just a no-brainer here that she gets voted out at this spot.
Is there any chance she can offer up another target that people would go for? Who does she want out?
Yeah, Kate is a hustler. So she's going to go around and pitch. She's
not just going to go out like a bitch.
No, she's going to go around and pitch a name. And the name she throws out there is... damn, all these people are so like under the radar and likable.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, who would she recommend? I feel like she
what
would.
If she throws out someone and name like just a Charlotte or a Sun.
See, I was thinking she goes and throws out a name, like Sun or Juliet, or not Juliet, Libby, Sun or Libby, because these are people she sees as enemies. These are people who got out Jack. Mm-hmm. These are people that were aligned with Juliet, and I shouldn't say this, but like a cat fight kind of thing. I don't know.
She wants to deal a blow to Desmond. No one's going to go for Rose because she's not a threat at the challenges. And so why would you get rid of her? Desmond's immune, so Libby's her only option. But I think that's going to be a pretty tough sell.
It's a tough sell. She tries. I don't think it works for her.
I don't think it works either.
Sorry, Kate.
Bye, Kate. You tried.
Run home, Kate. Run home.
Run away. Run to Ponderosa.
And first member of the jury, Kate.
Yep.
How about that?
She's the queen of Ponderosa.
So, what is the aftermath of losing Kate?
I think it's not anything bad. Sawyer and Ben kind of realize when that happened that they're up a creek, I think. So they're looking at angles here. They could probably...
I think Ben finds an idol.
You think Ben? Yeah, I think he's been looking.
He's been looking so hard, man. And now's the time.
Okay. Idol.
Are you on board with that, or is it too much?
I'm on board with it because an idol in those hands is like the scariest place for that idol to be. So. And
yeah, I mean, let's just say, like, we'll probably say, unless something really changes, that's the last idol that gets found in this game.
Yeah, I don't want to get. I'm sick after Game Changers. I'm done with the idols. So
two is good.
Two is good. Yeah. Two's enough. Especially if he holds on to that thing.
Ben's been looking. He finally finds one because he knows his ass is on the line. Mm-hmm. Does he share it with Sawyer? Does he tell Sawyer that he has it?
Absolutely not. He doesn't share it with anybody.
He doesn't tell anyone he has it.
I mean, there might be a time when it's the time might present itself where he can use it for leverage because that's what Ben does. But the time is not now. He's already got Sawyer. Why does he need to, share that info with him?
That brings up another point, though. Does he share it with anyone else?
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't think he sees the need.
Sure. Is Ana Lucia getting a little scared here? Does she see, somebody like Kate get voted out? I feel like
I think Ana Lucia is a little scared, and I think she sees an opening with Ben and Sawyer. They need help, and she's tired of this Hurley, Charlie, Charlotte, Desmond, Rose situation. Like, that's one big group,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because tentatively, Desmond and Rose have kind of gone back to the Hurley, Charlie, Charlotte thing, but it's not completely cohesive. And so I think that's where they're looking at the cracks between those former heroes, but their time apart, and the tension that was already there has kind of created some openings, I think.
Right. So Ana Lucia is kind of thinking about jumping ship to our hustlers in Sawyer and Ben and trying to work it with them, try to find an angle to get out, try to shake up this big group of people.
Yeah. That's
very,
right.
very good. Very good. Should we see who gets immunity?
Let's do it.
All right, here it comes. And it's Desmond again.
What?
Desmond.
No. He's not doing himself any favors by doing this.
He doesn't know any other way to do things. If these are athletic challenges, it kind of makes sense, though. Desmond's a very athletic guy.
That's true.
Makes sense that he's winning these. So
I think this immunity prowess that he's displaying is creating a sense of confidence in Desmond, and he's maybe looking at making a bigger move here than just, like Andrea Belke when she went for Zeke after she got immunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what you're looking at here. Desmond is thinking.
I don't think he's thinking about going after anyone in his core four, though.
You mean Rose and Libby? Who's his other one?
Sun. Rose, Libby, Sun. Right?
Why
Isn't that
Sun with them?
I thought she was tight with Libby.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at the former heroes. I think he's looking at Charlie.
He's looking at Charlie and Hurley. Yeah, because these are the big threats to win. They're so likable.
Mm-hmm.
I think Desmond's looking at making a move on Hurley, because Hurley is like.
You don't think Charlie?
My argument for Hurley is like that's the guy that's gonna go to the end, and everybody likes him.
Mm-hmm.
He's everybody's pick to go to the end, and if Desmond's smart enough, he can sniff it out and vote that guy out right now. What's your argument for Charlie?
Well, just because he knows that Charlie's had it in for him, and he might as well get him out while he's got the protection, Okay,
I guess I forgot that Charlie was getting annoyed with Desmond back when they were on the same tribe together.
Yeah, it's maybe fine now, but they do have a history of not getting along too well.
Right. So they also have a history of getting along. So
of bonding.
But I guess all three of these guys were on the same tribe. So is Desmond interested in getting out?
I mean,
these guys he was tight with from the start, That's a good question.
I mean, if he were smart,
doesn't seem like someone he would go after. I'm starting to question our logic here.
Maybe he decides to just go after Charlotte, take a shot at them, but not directly.
Yeah, like get out somebody that they're tight with.
Yeah.
Can he convince, Rose, Libby, Sun that Charlotte's the right move? Probably pretty easily, right?
Yeah, I think it's an easy vote off. I don't think she's posing any kind of threats. Maybe she's getting a little sneaky and they don't like it. And he kind of wants to take a shot at Hurley and Charlie, but without really pissing them off. And so he thinks that's maybe a safer way of doing that.
So do you think Libby or Desmond kind of puts a bug in Sawyer's ear and they're like, hey, just vote Charlotte.
And Sawyer and Ben and Kate, or no, Kate's gone. Sawyer and Ben are like the Sandra Diaz twine. They're like, as long as it's not me, I don't even care. So they just do it.
Right. Ben's got a confessional here. He's like, I feel really scared, uncomfortable right now, but I have this idol. I will play it if I need to, but we'll see what happens.
Pretty much.
So he goes into tribal council thinking he might have to play this idol. And they're going to vote for Charlotte. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
All right. Charlotte, you're out of here.
She's gone. It's a pretty much slam dunk with the exception of Hurley and Charlie. Everybody else votes for Charlotte. So Hurley and Charlie, even though we decided not to go for them, Desmond decided not to go for them, are kind of in trouble, it looks like.
So is there some fallout here with Charlie and Hurley getting pissed at Desmond, saying like, dude, we were bros back on the Heroes tribe, man, remember? Like, what was that about? Like, we were supposed to, who were they supposed to go after? Who did Charlie and Hurley vote for? It was, they voted for let's say they voted for Ben.
I think they voted for Ben.
And he didn't play his idol.
Yeah.
But he snuck by just like Ben would.
Yep.
Right.
Little weasel.
He weaseled his way out of it. And yeah, so they're pissed at Desmond. Desmond's like, listen, you know, she was being sneaky.
She was rubbing me the wrong way. I didn't like it.
I didn't trust her. I had to get rid of her.
She was always talking about how she wasn't supposed to have chocolate before dinner, and she thought it was like some kind of code, and it was just weirding him out. So he was like, let's just get rid of her.
Yeah, and she was having all these nosebleeds and shit.
It was grossing him out, yeah.
He's like, only one person around here gets to have nosebleeds. And that's me.
And then I call Penny, and she fixes them.
So, should we jump right into the next challenge?
Yeah, let's keep this train moving.
Keep it moving. All right, here we go. 11 wins immunity.
Libby.
And that's the other thing. I'm keeping it on 1 through 11.
Yeah.
If
so
someone
far
who's
we're good.
Yeah, if someone who's been voted out comes up, we'll just go to the next one.
Just go again. But no, that's Libby.
Libby wins immunity.
Yeah, it must have been like one of those balanced ones that are more geared towards women.
Right. Yeah. Or something where you have to use your brain.
Maybe that.
Because women are, you know, smarter usually.
All right. So Libby's immune. Desmond, Mr. Challenge King, is not.
I think that's the pitch that Sawyer and Ben and Ana Lucia are kind of giving everyone, right? Like, we got to get Des out.
Have no loyalty. They voted with him last week, but they're not loyal.
No, they just, they voted just, like you said, Sandra Diaz Twine style. If it's
not me.
If it's not me, whatever. Yeah, I think they're going to try to go for Desmond here like you typically would in a preferably pre-merge, but like early merge, you go after the challenge threat.
Mm-hmm.
Are they able to pull this off? I think they are, because Charlie and Hurley are still mad at Des for getting out Charlie.
Charlie and Hurley are on board. So you've got Charlie, Hurley, Ben, Sawyer.
That's a 5-4
and Ana
split.
Lucia, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna stick with Ben and Sawyer? Or what
I think she's officially joined forces with Sawyer and Ben Linus.
Okay. So that's 4. That's 5. That's enough.
That's 5-4. I think Des is gone.
Yeah. Damn.
Damn it, Desmond.
Pulling for you, Desmond.
Well,
won those challenges.
Yeah, when he won that second challenge, I knew it was over for him.
It was over.
Yeah,
Boy.
I didn't expect. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a chance this becomes a real game changers down the stretch.
Well, there's a couple. I don't know. I like lots of these people. I like most of these people.
Okay,
so,
yeah, you're right. We've got some big names. I'm just looking at like Rose, Libby, Ana Lucia.
Ooh.
I feel about that.
We're in total control of this scenario, so we don't have to let that happen.
That's true, but we have been in control up to this point, and we've let this happen.
Right. Okay, so what is the aftermath of losing Desmond?
I think Sun, Libby, Rose are in shock, and they realize they are not great challenge threats, and they could be screwed here.
Yeah. They're not happy about it, but what can they do? They're going to stick together. They feel
Sun and Libby have been together for a long time, and they've got Rose now. So that's a trio. And it's a loyal trio, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
Right. We have a good cluster, voting clusters. What do you call them? Voting blocks?
Voting blocks. Yeah.
Voting clusters, whatever they are.
They're nothing. They're voting blocks.
Yeah, we got 3-2-3 now. So
yeah,
that's
and that 3 with Ben, Sawyer, and Ana Lucia. I mean, they're gonna do what they want. So
yeah, they're not super tight, but they are voting together. They have the last couple times. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything you want to discuss before we do the next challenge?
No, I think you're going to see an edit here that's a real good versus evil maybe type of narrative playing out.
Right. Who are the fans rooting for? Like, who's the fan favorite right now? I think
Hurley and Charlie are the fan favorites.
Right. They're like the heroes, like the Ruperts and Colbys of the world.
Better.
Except way
Except
better.
likable.
Like who's a likable hero from recent seasons?
I mean, you don't have to go specifically to the heroes versus villains season because there are no likable heroes on that tribe.
Okay, so
But-
maybe like a Spencer. We got a Spencer in there or something.
Maybe like a Spencer or a
1.0.
Malcolm.
Spencer
Malcolm
1.0.
comes to mind.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Because of the snark. That's maybe more of a Sawyer. Sawyer's kind of a Tyson type, I guess.
Yeah, I see Sawyer, Ben, and Ana Lucia as more villains though. So like I see.
People saw Tyson was a villain.
Sure. Yeah. Good point. See Ben as more like a David Wright or something like that.
Except way meaner.
Even more
David Wright's
villainous.
like the nicest person ever.
Right. Maybe he's a little more Russell-y. Ben.
Russell, but with who can turn on the charm.
Right. Yeah. Russell.
I guess
with
maybe
charm.
Russell could do that, but I don't know.
Not
Yeah.
really. With Shambo, he could. He could turn on the charm with Shambo. Anyways,
A proud day. All
So,
right.
yeah. I think the fans are. You also have fans rooting for Sawyer and Ben the way that people rooted for Russell.
You're
Yeah.
always gonna have that, yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay, should we roll the dice?
Let's roll the dice.
Let's roll the dice. We got 6.
6 is Sawyer. Sawyer pulls an immunity.
Oh. Did he want to do that?
I think,
Did he mean to? Did he accidentally?
yeah, I think he just meant to. I think it doesn't hurt now and then to exert your strength as long as you don't make a habit of it, a la Desmond.
Right. Okay, so yeah, what's happening here? What's happening in the pre-tribal scramble?
Well, Sawyer, Ben, and Anna, they have to look at who they want to actually take out. Do they want to roll with Hurley and Charlie, who are probably big threats to win? Or do they want to, work with Rose, Libby, and Son? Or are Rose, Libby, and Son going to talk to Hurley and Charlie and say, you really want to roll with those assholes? Come on, let's get them out. They're the biggest threats to win.
I think, I'm trying to think, like, who do those 3 try to convince?
I think it's who Hurley and Charlie want to go with. They're the swing here.
They're the swing. Yeah, because I feel like on the left, you have these 3, like, hero healer girls, like the combo, and I feel like they're kind of assuming that Charlie and Hurley are working with them. Like, they're like, our confessionals we're getting from Rose, Son, and Libby are saying, you know what? This is an easy vote. We're voting for Ben. We're voting for Benjamin Linus. Like, it's an easy vote. So, the question is, are Charlie and Hurley willing to work with these more hustler type players? You have to remember that the season started with these players labeled as hustlers. So these guys look at them that way. They have that stigma. Yeah. So my thought is Hurley and Charlie are going to stick with their hero healer girls and vote for Benjamin Linus. Now, does Ben get word of this?
I think Ben picks up on it. And
Ben
decides to go to Hurley and Charlie and show them the idol and be like, but should he do that? Because won't that just convince them to go for, they can't go for Sawyer, but they could go for Anna.
They'll just go for Ana Lucia. And yeah, does he do that? Should we commit to that narrative that Ben went to them with it, or does he just play it?
What would Ben do? Ben is all about making threats.
Ben is about manipulation. Yeah.
And manipulation more so than the element of surprise.
Right. To stick to his character, I feel like you were right with your instinct the first time. He goes to somebody with it and threatens to use it.
And it probably comes at the cost of Ana Lucia, but he doesn't care.
Would he ever play it on Ana Lucia?
That would be a Benjamin Linus thing to do. He tells them he has the idol, so don't put the votes on me. Therefore, knowing the only person they can put the votes on is Ana Lucia, and therefore plays the idol on Ana Lucia, saving his ally and bouncing out who?
I think you got to bounce on one of the 3 girls, right?
Yeah.
So
I think you got to bounce out Libby.
But does he question that one of them has the idol? Does he say, one of those three might have the idol. Let's put it on the safe bet. You know who doesn't have the idol? Rose. Rose doesn't have the idol.
I don't think he questions it. I think he feels so confident
that she doesn't.
In the fact that he sold them on the fact that they need to vote out Ana Lucia, that I don't know where I was going with that, but I don't think he thinks they have an idol. I think they go for Libby because she's won a challenge. She's got connections. I think she's the easy choice here.
Right. So he is obviously going to play it on Ana Lucia.
Ana Lucia.
And their votes go. He's sure she doesn't have an idol, so their votes go to Libby.
Yeah.
And he idols Libby out of the game.
Oh no!
What? Oh
that's
man!
Longer than she have.
He could have knocked out Charlie or Hurley, but I think he just saw an opportunity to break up a group of three instead of a group of two, right?
Yeah. No, I think it was a good choice.
Right. And Libby has been playing a decent game.
Yeah.
She's got a good
maneuvering, winning some challenges, so it was a good choice.
And everybody likes her. Everybody likes her.
Yeah.
She's a nice girl.
All right. Down to our final 7.
Final 7. What?
Rose and Sun are, whatever.
They're gardening. They're gardening a lot.
They're gardening.
There's
praying,
a lot of gardening.
Probably.
A lot of praying and gardening.
Kind of just like, can I go to Ponderosa yet? This is too much for me. I don't know what to do.
What are Charlie and Hurley doing?
Charlie and Hurley are thinking, damn it. Now they know that we voted against them and they're going to come for us next, which is probably true.
Yep, that's about right.
Seems accurate.
And Ben Linus no longer has an idol to protect his ass.
No more idols in the game.
Sawyer won a challenge, so maybe people are looking at him as a challenge threat.
Yep.
Ana Lucia's doing pretty good. She's just floating off to the side, She's floating.
Mm-hmm. She's there.
Doing pretty good.
She's doing well.
So, shall we jump right in?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. And Sawyer wins again.
Oh, no! He's pulling a Desmond. Okay. Well, I hate to tell you, but I think Rose, Sun, Hurley, Charlie have to go after Ben or Anna here.
Right. And I think they know better
than to go for Ben.
Yeah, Ben's working it so hard. The show's edit is convincing you that Ben's gonna pull this off. He goes and he talks to do you think he goes and talks to the girls and says, you know what? Charlie and Hurley are so likable. They're gonna win if they make it.
He's eating candy bars with them on the reward, and he's telling stories with Rose and Sun. He's really laying it on thick. I mean,
they're eating Apollo bars, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They got Apollo bars in their reward, one of their rewards or whatever, and they're having a good time. And they're making connections but not connections that anyone really trusts, but enough to be we tried going for him once. He completely bamboozled us. I don't want that to happen again. Let's just get rid of his loyal foot soldier in Ana Lucia, which maybe she's not so loyal.
So wait, you're saying that they're going to go after Ana Lucia?
I was saying maybe they're too scared to go for Ben. Do you think they will go for Ben? Yeah, maybe you're right.
God, I don't think so. I think he tries his damnedest, but I don't think he's able to convince him. Yeah,
because Ana Lucia and Sawyer probably at this point are let's just get rid of Ben. Everybody wants him out.
Yeah. I mean, as much as Ben is awesome, I think this is where he wouldn't be able to pull it off any longer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Seems like a good spot, 7, to go out at 7.
I'm glad he played his idol on Ana Lucia, though, because that was an awesome episode.
That was a tier 1 episode.
But I'm afraid he just can't save himself this time.
Yeah, he's been too shisty. He's been too Benjamin Linus, and it's caught up with him.
Exactly. So, bye-bye, Benjamin Linus.
See you later. Enjoy the Sideways Ponderosa.
All right.
All right, top 6.
Top
season
6,
finale.
baby.
This is the season finale.
The season finale. So
which
yeah, how
it works now.
How does this work? What happens now?
Oh, we go down to 3, basically.
Yeah, so they do what, 3 challenges?
Well, you go down to 4, and then at the final 4 challenge, the person who wins decides who they're going to the end with, basically.
Right. So it's 3 challenges in one episode, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So should we just hit it?
Let's just hit it.
Let's hit it.
See
Here
how
we
this
go.
plays out.
I got 5. Is 5 still on the board?
Nope, not
Okay.
on the board.
Try again. I got 8.
Not on the board.
Okay. I got 2.
Anna Lucia.
Anna Lucia, what?
Oh, she needed that.
She did. I think she
Oh
needed that.
no, this is not looking good for our boy Sawyer. Can he hustle his way into not being voted out here? His pitch has to be this. People aren't going to vote for me. I'm a douchebag. They are definitely going to vote for Hurley and Charlie.
Yeah, I think
That'd be the pitch.
I think that's his pitch. I think Anna Lucia and Sawyer are going to vote together.
Yeah.
I think he pitches to Rose and Sun because he feels like, or do you think he tries to bond with Charlie and Hurley? Which way do you think he goes with this?
Well, I think he's already got a bond with Harley and Shirley because they were on that winning tribe together for so long.
They won a lot on Tribe A or Tribe B?
Tribe B.
Tribe B won a lot? Yeah, that's what it was.
They didn't go to tribal council.
Right.
So
I'm starting to wish we would have gone with more creative tribe names. It's like, remember Tribe B? Yeah.
we should have just come up with words that started with those letters.
Could have done Tribe White and Tribe Black, but yeah, that would have been
I don't want to go there.
Sketchy, yeah. All right. Anyways.
I don't know. I feel like Sawyer's he's got a bond, but he's too practical. He knows he's screwed if he takes them to the end.
Right. So he's going to get the girls.
Yeah.
And who is he gunning for more, Hurley or Charlie?
I think Hurley's got the better story.
Hurley's got the better story. Yeah, I think Hurley's the guy that even Desmond, we talked about, was it Desmond was looking at Hurley? He's like, man,
he didn't have a heart.
Yeah, we were hero bros.
Yeah.
But Hurley is the guy that, everybody loves him. He's going to win. Everybody loves Hugo. That's the name of an episode.
It is.
So, but then again, everybody hates Hugo is the name of the episode.
That's the name of the episode. Or are they both episodes?
There's 2 episodes, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
One's everybody hates Hugo. One is everybody loves Hugo.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Hurley gets voted out here. What do you think?
I think so. No, you're right. I think so. I think that top 6 spot it's where you get rid of the lovable person like Jay or
a Keith. A Keith usually goes 5.
He goes a little bit, 5th. But yeah, you got to get rid of that person here. You can't let them get to the end.
Right. Okay. Down to top 5. Top 5, baby. Real quick look at the board, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, just a quick look here. Hello. Hey. So there it is, top 5, baby.
Oh boy.
It's a pretty cool top 5. I dig it.
Yeah, that's a good top 5. I like it.
I dig it. All right.
Here we go. Oh crap! I should have been writing down the jury. Oh, there. Okay. Let's. Okay.
Yeah, are you keeping track of who the vote order? That's one thing I have not been keeping track of.
I did not keep track of that.
That's we could probably figure that out pretty quick. We might have to try to do that at the end here.
Okay.
All right. Keep it
2
moving.
more jurors to go.
Keep it moving. Roll the dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Rolling the dice. 4.
That is Charlie. Oh boy.
Oh.
Charlie pulls it out.
Clutch win for Charlie.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I think they're gunning for either Anna or Sawyer.
I know they're looking at Sawyer. I'd like a creative way to get Rose out of here, but
there's no way.
Because Rose just hasn't been doing much, but I guess she could be the GOAT, She could be the GOAT.
She could be the GOAT.
Yeah.
But maybe Anna Lucia uses that as a pitch. Like everybody's going to take Rose to the end, so just get rid of her. Like they did with Sunday. which shouldn't have worked, but did.
Right. Huh.
What
Let's
do you
see. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm being realistic here, I think
It's got to be Anna or Sawyer.
I think they get Sawyer out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't want to do it, but I feel like that's what happens.
But Sawyer's a con man.
Yeah, I mean, he could work.
He can't talk his way into
Charlie's safe.
Kind of yarn.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't get rid of Charlie, but he can sell them on Anna.
Yeah, can we say no? Yeah, I don't know. Does he eat his own? Does he sell them on Ana Lucia, or does he? Maybe we should go with the creative option. Like he convinces it's a Sunday situation. He convinces them that Rose is a goat, and for that very reason. Well, that doesn't make sense as an argument, does it? Though.
I don't think he's going to sell people on it. I think that's why he needs to sell Ana Lucia down the river.
Yeah, it's like she's the shady one, not me.
She's won challenges too. She's jumped ship more than I have.
Has she won challenges? She won one?
She did win one.
Did she win one? Okay.
Sawyer won two.
Right. I don't know, man. How does Sawyer convince these people not to vote him out? That's a tough one. It's a tough sell.
I know. And we love Sawyer, so that's the only thing that's holding us back.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they vote. I think they vote Sawyer out.
I think you got to be an idiot not to vote Sawyer out.
Yeah, I hate to say
I don't think these people are idiots.
Let's take solace in the fact that like I'm still rooting for Ana Lucia, so I think she's still got a shot.
Okay.
Don't rule Ana Lucia out of this game.
All right. Well, we're down to the final four challenge.
This is it, and Ana Lucia needs this win, man.
She does.
She needs this. Okay. Oh boy, Catie. Should we go for it? Should we just jump right in? All right. See who wins this out of these four?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
Done. Gone.
1.
Gone.
9. Who is it? Is it Rose?
Yeah.
It's Rose. Rose wins immunity.
Oh God, what was the challenge?
Not great, Bob. It was a puzzle.
It had to be. That's the only explanation. There was one of those obstacle courses that like wasn't that long, and so it all comes down to the puzzle and everyone else sucks at it.
Dude, I have a case to make here.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rose, Rose and Sun have been tight. She already knows she's taken Sun.
Yep.
Wait, how does the votes work here? Can't there be like a fire making challenge too?
There can be.
Yeah. So it's not just like whoever she picks. It's like Rose and Sun are gonna vote for one person. But my pitch is that what if Ana Lucia convinces Rose and Sun that Charlie would beat all of them? Which is actually probably true. Yeah. This is probably true. So Ana Lucia convinces them that Charlie will beat all of them. That's and they end up voting Charlie. That's my pitch.
Anyone will beat all of them. Maybe they don't know that.
Right, but
yeah, I think that's a pretty good pitch. But won't Charlie be pitching the same thing to them about Ana Lucia?
They don't believe it as much because it's not as true. Sun has a lot of friends on the jury. Rose has a lot of friends on the jury.
Yeah.
Charlie has even more, maybe? Maybe there's more bros on the jury. I don't remember what the jury looks like.
Charlie's got it locked on the jury.
Right. So if Ana Lucia convinces them...
Yeah. You got to get rid of Charlie.
That's my pitch. What do you think?
No, I think it's stupid not to get rid of Charlie.
So are Rose and Sun smart enough, or are they like, Charlie's such a nice boy?
And Ana Lucia is a shiesty.
Yeah. What do you think?
Hustler.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think, you know what? And I don't want to be like a bee about this.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Rose and Sun are that kind of people that would be dumb enough to take Charlie.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I could go either way.
Are they though? I don't know.
Should we roll the dice on whether they take Charlie?
I feel like let's let fate decide. For a show like this, I think it's fitting.
Okay, so
wait, I have to number them.
Okay.
Are you just doing 1 and 2?
I guess I'm just gonna do 1 and 2.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. And this is for what? What is it for? The
Who
number
they're voting out.
Well, the number I pick is what?
Who they're voting out.
Who is voted out? Okay, here we go. Here it is. They vote out number 2.
Charlie.
Awesome.
Probably their right decision.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, final tribal council time.
Final tribal. And our final 3 is Sun, Rose, and Ana Lucia. And wouldn't you know it, Catie? 1 hero, 1 healer, 1 hustler.
No way. We
Yeah.
did not.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Rose and Ana Lucia are both heroes.
Oh, I had her in hustlers because
she was playing like a hustler, but she was
with the
originally
hustlers.
a hero. Yep.
Yeah, she aligned with hustlers.
Those hustlers got right out of there. I guess Sawyer lasted a long time.
All right. Okay. So that would have been too cute. Too cute. All right. So, did you figure out the jury perchance?
Yeah, we've got Kate, Charlotte, Desmond, Libby, Ben, Hurley, Sawyer, Charlie.
All right. Do you want? Yeah. How about since you have the list? Why don't you just start with the top one and tell us, and we'll discuss who they vote for.
Okay. Kate is saying congrats. It's girl power.
Girl power. Wait, all the guys. You beat all the guys.
Nailed it. I don't know what kind of questions she asked. I don't think she played with any of these people, so I don't know what really she has to say.
I think her vote.
She played with Rose for a little bit, but
I think she's been talking to Sawyer and Ben on the jury, and she likes Ana Lucia.
Yeah, I think she's got respect for Ana Lucia. She feels good about the other 2, but she really respects what Anna did. So I think that's a vote for Ana Lucia, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Charlotte played the game with Rose for a long time. They didn't go to tribal council together, so they had some good bonding time, a lot of winning. She also played the game with Ana Lucia and Sun, and also won a lot with them. So she really has connections with all these women, and I don't know which one she's going to pick. I mean,
we can always randomize it if you think it's a toss-up.
But don't you think she's going to look at the games they played? I think Ana Lucia did a lot. Like, she's a practical person, right? She's a scientist.
Yeah, she was on the healer tribe. Wait, hero tribe.
She was a hero.
Right.
So, and Ana Lucia was too. So, I don't know. I feel like she's just going to be practical and go with Anna.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, now we've got Desmond. Desmond was in a tight alliance with Rose for a long time, and then Sun came along later, so he worked with both of them. Ana Lucia, they were on an original tribe together, but she was always kind of looking outside, looking in. What do you think?
Yeah, Desmond was aligned with Rose and Sun most of the game. I think he gives his vote to one of these 2.
I think he gives it to Rose.
Yeah, I think he does. Desmond votes for Rose. All right. Or
should he vote for Sun?
Doesn't matter either way.
Okay. Next up is Libby. Libby was in an alliance with Sun pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, I think they're tight. I think she gives her vote to Sun.
I think so too. Okay, now we've got Ben. I mean, Ben was working pretty closely with Ana Lucia after the swap. So I don't see how he votes for anybody else.
Yeah, Ana Lucia, 100%.
Unless it's just because he's a dick. Hurley. worked pretty closely with Rose in the first tribe, but then with Sun and Ana Lucia, they were on the second or the swap tribe. But they never really worked together, never really on the same page. So
I think he would vote for Rose.
you think Hurley would vote for Rose?
That's my
It's
my instinct. That's my instinct. I don't know.
If let's go with your instinct, because I don't know what else to go on.
All right.
Okay, so Sawyer, we know who Sawyer's voting for.
Ana Lucia,
The
100%.
open and shut case, he votes for Ana Lucia. Charlie.
Because wait, just to be clear, Ana Lucia never turned on like Sawyer and Ben. Really, it was
No,
unfortunate.
it never
was
came
just,
down to that.
the numbers weren't there.
Right, exactly.
And that's pretty much. This game was played pretty straightforward for the most part. That people stuck together. Numbers just didn't always work out. Yeah. So,
exactly.
Sorry. Next, what you were saying?
Our last vote is Charlie.
Is that the last vote?
Yeah, we've got an 8-person jury.
Oh, really? That small?
Yep.
I didn't realize we'd go. Oh, I guess, yeah. We
merged at 11.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Charlie. Shit. I feel like maybe he votes for Sun.
why would he vote for Sun? I guess they were on that swap tribe together, but they were never working closely together. They voted together a couple times.
What about Rose then? I don't think he votes for Ana Lucia, does he?
I mean, the only reason he wouldn't is out of bitterness.
Right.
He's
And
a
then
pretty
what? So
forgiving
where do
person.
the numbers sit if he votes Rose?
If he votes Rose, Ana Lucia still wins, but only by 1 vote.
Okay. Well, I say we just have him vote Rose then.
Rose has gotten way too many votes. All right, so your final, Ana Lucia wins 4-3 to 1.
Or should we just change the narrative and say like more of those Rose votes?
Bitter.
People wanted to vote for her, but they realized Ana Lucia played the better game and gave her credit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Either way, Ana Lucia wins.
Wow, Ana Lucia works out a lot better for her in this one than on the show.
Yeah, definitely. Winner of Survivor, Sideways Island, Heroes versus Healers versus Hustlers.
Boy, that took a while.
Yeah, it was a hell of a run, Catie. I thought it was a lot of fun, though. I really enjoyed it.
It was fun. But when it's a show you know that well and that has that many characters, it's easy to do that.
Oh, it kind of writes itself. Yeah,
it
totally.
does.
Yeah, I think it's very fitting that our most recent winner was the cop. Like, we kind of
I guess maybe that's funny. It worked out that way. We didn't plan
Sarah
it,
Lucina and Ana Lucia, like you were talking about. So
interesting.
Super cool that it worked out that way.
I'm glad Michael wasn't there to ruin it for her.
Yeah, what a jerk. I'm glad we didn't put Michael on this season.
I didn't even entertain the idea because he was none of those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of maybe put him in the Hustlers because of his.
He couldn't even hustle. He just sat and felt sorry for himself. Like he wasn't even a hustler.
Walt.
That's
sorry.
I mean, he hustled to get his son back, but if you call cold-blooded murder hustling, I guess, well, other people did that too. It's fine. Whatever.
All right. Well, how do you feel about it? You happy with
I feel good.
It was a good season?
It was a good season. There were some epic moments. It was kind of straightforward there at the end, but not a thrilling final 3. It would have been nice if we would have had some more competition there, but it was a close vote, so I guess it's fine. It worked out.
Right. Some seasons are just like that, I suppose,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, any final thoughts?
No, it'd be fun. It'd be great to do an actual Lost podcast, like about the show one of these days. So we'll have to get that.
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. I'd love to do another one of these if we think of a different show or a different set of characters. Any group of people that's rich,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
rich with characters,
True.
that would be awesome. So that'll do it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow us on TV.
Oh, well, find us there.
It's been a long podcast and it's getting late. On Twitter at TV is our real mom. And
Right.
Feel free to like, comment, favorite, subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Bye.